Stop making fun of the church.
They're not all powerful.
Church right now.
You're right. We can get away with making fun of them.
Yeah, we can make fun of them again.
So, welcome to Ascension. This is going to be our second session of Ascension, where last session basically
sponsored by you.
the five party members had met each other right before River on the way to the Tower of Ascension. They met an interesting fellow named Gornak, and for 2 copper pieces each, they took a little boat ride across the river, and they entered a small dungeon where they completed a puzzle and fought a very big and bad samurai man statue.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And they entered the tower where they learned that on this first floor, in order to become a god on their journey to Ascension, they must first know the responsibilities and get a little bit of an idea of how they are going to be turning into a god, showing that it takes a little bit of work. And on this first floor, that's how they're going to do it. So this episode is sponsored by Yoo-Hoo. How many we got on the table right now? Like 17?
Yoo-Hoo, a mostly semi kind of healthy drink.
For legal reasons,
it's
we
not
are
actual milk. It's
sponsored
a drink.
It
by
has
Yoo-Hoo.
Yeah, we are not actually
2
sponsored
grams.
by Yoo-Hoo.
We would like to be.
That would be really cool. I'd probably
Hey,
crack
Mike,
open a Yoo-Hoo or two.
Can you put the stream on there so I can feel self-conscious about looking at myself?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Hell
I got called a crackhead last time, so.
Yeah, Fresh called and said he looked like a crackhead.
Cole?
No, my buddy Fresh.
Cole has no right to talk about how people look. It's not funny to make fun of him. Hold on,
You can just make fun of Fresh for being colorblind.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You just gotta call him at 11:30 at night.
Alright,
just
so
to
do
roast
we
him.
want to introduce everyone's characters again since it's
No.
only episode 2? Christian, you want to go first? I'm not asking at this point, I'm just telling.
Alright, I am playing a Goliath paladin named Heracles.
Wait, you're a fucking power.
Just pretty much playing verbatim the character.
Awesome.
Yeah, big, strong, a little on the gruff side.
Okay, Benji, who are you playing?
Playing a Warforged called Nines. He's a fighter. He is basically a rip-off Pinocchio, and he's a battle-hardened stone cold killer.
Stone Cold Steve.
Okay,
Or Metal
Austin,
Cold Killer.
who are you playing?
I'm playing Oren, the monk. So far he hasn't done much. Kind of hoping to get him into a trickster archetype before the end of like session 4.
Really push the character a little bit.
Yeah, I'm actually just gonna start being really mean to the party.
We'll kill him.
Yeah.
The whole
It's like
campaign
one of my-
devolves with
one
characters
of
just killing each
One
other.
of my pranks goes a little too
Sure.
far.
Benji, you spell your character's name with a 9 and then apostrophe S. Christian, how do you spell your character's name?
You really just spell it out.
H-E-R-A-C-L-E-S.
Cool. Austin, how do you spell your character's name?
Oron.
I know Poison Ivy will makes your skin.
Okay, Jason, what character are you playing?
Well, I'm a sword-throwing bard
Okay.
whose name is Toss.
TOSS?
Stop Stop that. No, it isn't.
It is Ross.
ROSSE. So, Nate, who are you playing?
Oh man, I feel embarrassed because, so I'm a human bard. I don't throw swords, but my name is Toss with T. You forgot something. Put it there. There you go. There you go.
Hughes?
We both have
Deuce?
silent
No,
E's.
that's silent.
Yeah, we have a silent E. Alright.
Toast.
It's actually
So you know how K makes
As a
N
PH in
silent?
we're
front of
part
it,
of a
silent PH.
very, very rich household, and if you have an E that's silent, you're honestly a god.
Yeah, you're already a god. I don't know. We're just here for fun. Right?
Yeah, we're all
Okay, so the 5 of you are in this sort of white light, and as you come to, you are all looking in front of yourselves,
Yes.
and you can see that there is a forest ahead of you, You can't really see too much
Poison ivy.
other than that. You kind of look behind you and you can see that rather than just more open forest, it looks like the only way I can really describe it is if you've ever played Minecraft and been out to like the border. That's sort of what it looks like. Or sort of like a Hunger Games barrier dome type thing. That's what it kind of looks like. Very large.
Very large.
Mm. What?
Well, it seems we only have one direction to go, so...
Yeah.
And that is down.
That is a direction.
I mean,
I suppose, but I don't think that's the most expedient way to get where we're trying to go.
Get to digging.
I assume walking the opposite direction of the wall. It's definitely the best course of action.
Walking the opposite
Speaks
direction.
logic.
So not into
I also don't have a shovel.
I too.
You have huge
No
muscles.
one here brought a shovel.
Did you bring a shovel?
I
you?
do.
I don't know why we would have to
Shovel.
dig down for Ascension.
I pull out a spoon.
That's a spoon.
It's a shovel.
People
Also,
do a lot
he's
with
right.
them.
The tower is up. Unless
That's
he-
what they want you to believe.
Dissension.
Yeah.
So what are you guys gonna do?
Guess we got
Burn down the
opposite
forest.
direction of the wall.
Sorry. Acts of
You're
terrorism.
going along the direction of the wall.
Opposite way from the wall, correct?
I mean,
First-
we can either, like, take a perimeter approach or just, like, literally just book it.
I think we should book.
I think we should take a nice little stroll through the forest.
Yeah.
You do
Hey,
like strolls.
Dead on ahead.
Dead on.
Okay, so you guys begin heading straight through there, and someone give me just a survival check.
I assume.
One person, whoever.
24.
24, yeah. So with that, you guys feel like you're going in a straight line. You're making some fairly good pace, and as you are sort of going, you realize that there's like a little bit of rumbling in a bush to your left, about 120 feet away.
Is anybody good with animals?
No. I'm pretty bad.
I do love animals.
Hence
I
the
had a dog.
well,
we had a
I'm also
dog.
like, hence the absence of flesh.
So they won't try to eat you, is what.
They won't try to eat me, but I could be a chew to
Go check out that bush.
Okay, so you begin walking over to the bush, and you can kind of hear it's a little like someone is maybe like rough housing behind this bush. You're about like 50 feet out though.
Bush is a rock. Don't come knocking.
Okay, you begin walking to it, and as you get about 10 feet away, you see a creature sort of jump out as he is wrestling with it. What it kind of looks like a piece of moss that is moving itself, and you hear, "Oh, get this stuff off of me!" And you see he sort of like throws it on the ground, and you can see Gornak.
Why?
Kill it.
What? Wait, isn't that the man who ferried us across?
Yeah.
Why is he here?
I do believe.
How is he here?
What's his
Demon
name?
magic.
And you see he sort of like stands up as he's looking at this moving moss, and he kind of just like takes out a little dagger and he starts like hitting it.
You have to.
Smacking with it?
I believe you're supposed to jab at it, so.
What? What?
Stab
and he
it.
sort of looks at he kind of looks down at it and he just like stabs it, and then with that it doesn't really harm the moss, but the moss is now kind of like stuck to the ground as it has been stabbed into the ground. He goes, "Oh, what are you guys doing here?
Well,
No. What are
you doing?
What? I'm the dude who gives you the hints.
Wait, how did you get over here? Did you?
I've kind of just been here for a minute.
Aren't you the one who took us across in the boat? That was you. Right?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm Gornak. I do the hints here.
Yeah, you gave us your name already, Gordon.
Okay, yeah, cool. Do you know how it works, or is this your first floor, or
This is
have you
the
been here
first.
before?
This is our first floor.
Okay, so do you know how it all works, or
No.
Okay.
You're the one who
You see him like grab a little scroll and he goes, yeah, it's been a minute since I've had to read these out. Usually this isn't the first floor people do. So basically, I give out the hints. Starts out, you give me a little bit of gold, and depending on how much you give me, I give you a hint.
What floor are we on?
This floor, this is Toenn.
Makes sense.
And he sort of rolls up the
does that
scroll. He goes, this is the town of Toenn.
This is not.
A town.
Is this at
a town.
Are we at the bottom of the tower, or are we somewhere a little bit higher up?
Hard to really say there.
No.
Kind of depends on how you look at it.
Okay, where's the town?
He sort of like, he looks at the barrier and sees that you guys are a little bit closer. Then he kind of points out the opposite side. He goes, yeah, just right over there.
Opposite side.
The wall.
So, you guys want a hint? How much gold you guys got?
Does anybody have gold? I have some.
Well, why do we need we don't.
And you see him, he kind of like scoops up the moss and then just like puts it in a little bag.
Okay. I have 2.
You have 2 gold. What did you spend it on?
I don't. Do I like grab like my rose? Like, do I look like I have money?
Make a persuasion check.
17.
So he kind of looks you all up and down and he goes, this really is your first floor, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this not the starting floor?
I guess I'll give you guys a hint, since you guys seem a little new here. Basically how it works, well, this floor in particular, I'll give you a free hint just so you can see how they kind of work. Basically, here, you guys need to become gods. And essentially how to do that, you have to get people to believe in you. However you choose to do that, well, that's your own way, but that's the goal.
So is that our hint?
That's your hint.
Is that the hint of getting off of this floor onto the next?
That's one of the more generic ones. If you're really having trouble finding out what to do, I kind of outlined the goal for you. That one's usually going to be a pretty penny more, but other little hints could be like where you need to go, who you need to talk to, just little hints on where you might find some useful information and things like that.
So how do we get into the town?
Can you guys fly?
No.
You're a robot.
Well, flying probably might not be the best idea because none of you can do it. Can you guys dig a hole?
How
I
deep?
do have a shovel.
He has a stone.
Oh, you guys can dig a hole into
have
the town.
a shovel.
Is there not a gate?
You guys got legs? He looks around at all of you.
That
Have legs.
is there like a gate?
I think we can just walk.
Yeah, you can just, no, there's no gate. You can just walk in too. But I mean, if you didn't already know that, I think you might as well have a little trouble with understanding that.
That's fair. He got you. He did get you. He got you.
Really, just head on that away. I was just out here kind of going for a little afternoon stroll. Or I guess a
So we
morning
have
stroll.
to go to the town and make them believe in us?
Yep.
That's weird.
Crusade?
Crusade.
Well, it's not that weird if you think about it. I mean, what's the difference between a hero and a god besides one has more notoriety and a dominion?
That's a fair way to think about it.
Here.
Alright, let's
There
go.
are evil deities.
Here. That's how we
Wouldn't
do
you
it.
just consider it power at that point?
Here.
Kill
Yes,
mode
but
on.
I don't.
It's all realistic.
I don't think if I were to become a deity that I'd want to be an evil god.
Being evil could be fun. You ever prank your brother? That's evil.
Oh, if you guys do
I
need
do.
me, I'm usually at my shop around noon.
He's right there.
So if you guys do find any gold, you guys can trade that in for a hint.
No.
Or
Maybe
not.
later. Maybe
You
later.
could save it too.
You gonna
but
be
I'd
here?
like some gold.
He'll be right here.
What?
You're gonna be here?
No, I have a
chilling?
shop in town.
I don't know.
How about you stay right here and we'll just
Yeah.
come find you?
That sounds like a better plan.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
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 And he starts walking up.
So, like, guess we have to go into the town.
I mean, we could
To
just
the
follow
town.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
should follow him.
follow
To the,
him.
yeah, what, he's not going to the town.
I mean,
but-
what's
Is he going in the direction?
Are
of
you
the
going
town?
to the town?
I'm just kind of finishing my little stroll.
Can we join you?
Yeah, you guys can join me.
You guys want to join him for a stroll?
Sure.
It does sound like. Are you going to tell us a story?
suppose he knows a bit more about
No.
our situation.
I mean, I can if you guys want.
Is it just gonna be awkward silence?
Maybe. You guys can also just get to town. He like points in a direction. He goes,
How about we just follow him, play
Yeah.
music the entire way, make his
Do you wanna hear
hell,
music?
And then we can head off.
Oh wait.
not really. I kind of go out here for the
Peace and
the
quiet.
serenity, the
Yeah,
peace
let's
and
just
quiet.
follow him and play music.
Let's
the
ruin that
entire
piece.
Or we could just
Until
go
he
to
tells us
town.
a hint. Can you kill us?
Probably if I really tried hard enough.
He was smacking it with a dagger.
Also
Yeah.
was the person who ferried us in here and
He
somehow
did get here
managed
really
to
fast.
beat.
I feel
Okay,
like he's- I feel
we're
like
just
we
gonna
can
go to
take him.
town now.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, that's that.
So is he the smarter brother? Well, like that's how it works in the pairs of two. One of them is usually more intelligent.
That's twinsist.
What?
Can I roll to hit him?
I guess if you really wanted to. But yeah, so what are you guys doing?
We're just gonna head to town.
Okay.
Head the way he pointed town was.
I don't think I.
What did you say the name of the town was? What,
Toenn.
Toenn. I'll
Toenn.
write that down. Baby. T-O.
How hard can it? I wonder how big this town is. It can't be too big. We would have seen it.
Tone. Ton.
It's like Hoenn region.
Hoenn.
Only they're not the same. There are no Pokemon in this form.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys begin walking down. Since you already had like a 20 force rock check, I'm not gonna make it roll again. But after about 5-10 minutes of walking, you can see that off in the distance is the town, but a little bit closer than that is a small, not a hut. It's a little bit nicer than a hut.
A shack.
Like a cottage.
Kind of like a little cottage, yeah. You see one of those, and there is smoke coming out of a little chimney that is made of stone.
This house is charming.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like much of our business, though.
I mean.
I suppose.
I mean, if we want the townspeople to believe in us,
We could. Yeah, we should.
we
start.
gotta talk to people.
introduce ourselves.
Wait. Does this thing look run
Wouldn't
down?
putting yourselves in the
It does not
center
look
of town
right.
be the
It
easiest way
definitely
to do
looks
that?
Like,
Lived in?
it looks like people are living in it. Give me a perception check, now that I think about it.
Making a scroll.
Why start on the outskirts when you can go directly to the town center?
That's fair.
I suppose you're right.
11.
So with an 11, you are just kind of looking at this house, and it's strange. It's as if you can only see through the window a little bit, and as you look a little bit harder, you realize that you can kind of just feel the presence of people in there. And there is a woman in there, and you can feel behind the house there is a man gardening.
A what?
Man.
I would say though, if there are problems that this town needs fixed, the person that probably would run into them most is somebody who wasn't living near the center. Besides, we're already here.
You walk over and you hear the voice of said man. He goes, hello. I'm out in the front.
Oh, hello. Wait,
Hey, how's it going?
past you?
Just completely
Yeah,
ignored
you
him.
walked past.
How are you
him.
doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourselves? You guys, I have not seen you all around here.
We're pretty new in the area. I'm Oren, and these are my associates. I'll let them introduce themselves. Or not.
I am Toss, and these are my companions. This
Nice
is
to
my
meet you
twin.
all. That's what?
My twin. Can you tell? Or?
Twin. So you're Toss and he's
Toss.
Toss
That
and
one's
Toss?
Ross, I thought. I thought it was Ross. This one.
I'm
Nines,
Ross.
This one's. Wait, which one's. That's Ross,
Okay.
right? Which one's Ross?
Ross and Toss. Your
I
names?
forgot him.
I am Heracles.
Heracles, nice to meet you. And you guys can see that this guy is an elvish man. And although he looks a lot shorter, he only looks about like 3'6", 3'7". He looks over at you, Nines, and goes, "Oh, Warforged, nice to meet you, sir." And he kind of holds out his hand.
Oh, he looks at me specifically. Oh, how tall is he?
He's like 3'6" or 3'7".
I'm like
3'6".
6'9".
Yeah. He kind of like holds up his hand at you. Goes, nice to meet you, sir.
I just kind of go, does my hand actually fit his hand? Or is it
Yours
or is
is-
it gonna be like it's gonna be holding my finger? He's like a
3
little, like a
It's
little,
like
It's
a
not
top-
that short. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
it's kinda
almost
like a
7
toddler
feet.
holding his dad's
Very.
hand.
Yeah.
know?
you have
It's
normal
like that.
hands.
no, I have the hands of a 7-foot man. Anyways, I
7 foot
shake his hand.
man.
And as you guys are kind of looking around this house, you realize that it is. The dimensions are really weird. It's almost as if all of you are abnormally large, especially the Goliath. You are seemingly a giant in this place.
So, sir, what's your name?
Oh, my name is Bartholomew. Thanks for asking.
Pleasure to
I
meet
go
you.
by Barth.
Barth.
Typically.
Barth?
Barth.
Barth.
What
T.H.
are
Don't
you-
offend the new people. Just met him.
What are you all doing in the area? You know what? How rude of me. Why don't you all come in to my little house? It might be a little weird with some of you larger folk trying to get into the door, but
That's fascist.
he kind of like looks up at you and he goes, "I don't know what that means." He opens the door and
I suppose we could stay for a small drink.
I don't know about that.
Also,
I've got chocolate milk.
Okay.
Okay. It doesn't have to be
I'm gonna talk
yahoos.
to those.
I do not need sustenance.
Have you noticed that the house? It might just be his. But it seems.
So are you of average height in this town of Toenn?
I'd say I'm a little bit larger than most of the people.
There you go.
Oh shit.
Interesting.
Is the doorway
think the
itself
whole-
also meant for smaller people?
You can see, like I said, like most of the things are like sized proportionally
To him.
but this door is like a little bit larger. You'd still be able to like walk in without like breaking the door or anything.
I'll just go down into a perfect squat and then just go
Okay.
right through.
You do
Perfect
that.
form.
We have a new friend already.
And he, you see him walk over into like
Water.
it's almost as if like a
It's
root
red.
has grown
Thanks,
up
Dipper.
and then folded over itself.
Bang.
And he made it into a like some sort of fridge, and you can see he opens it up, and he sort of reaches in. And he goes, he pulls out a couple chocolate milks and goes, "Do any of you guys? Would any of you like any ale along
Yes,
with it?"
please.
Sure. He like reaches back in. You can see he grabs like a little cup of it. He starts pouring it, and it seems like for some reason just keeps going and going and going. He sort of sets it down. He goes and puts it back in the fridge.
That's
Warforged, would you, nice, I'm sorry. Would you like anything in particular? I don't know if you have any maintenance beverages?
Give him some oil.
I don't think he just drinks oil.
No,
He
I
does.
actually don't need anything.
He now needs
Does he? You don't have a stomach, right, Nines?
I don't have a throat.
You said he drank oil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
I
we
was-
forced him to.
Things I just pour in my mouth just kind of run out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of funny.
I don't need.
It's like
I
how
mean,
you
I can do
try to
it. I
make
just
a
I
dog
don't
drink
need them.
tea at a tea party. Just kind of.
So could you tell us about the town? We've never actually been around here.
Oh, well, this is Toenn, like I said. I guess, where should I start? He goes, well, I guess I could show you guys a little map that I've been working on.
Oh, the
You've
mapping
been
the
working
town.
on a map.
And he shows you this little map. He goes, well, right about here, and he takes out his hand, he goes, that's about my spot. And if you head into town, well, that's all of the town. He goes, now this right here is the Tree of Life. And basically what that does, it provides nourishment to all of us. And it is how I'm able to supply you all with these beverages.
So the tree. Wait, the tree gave you the beverages?
Yes. He goes over to the fridge-like thing. He opens it up, and you can see that it's just like a couple of different cups. And he goes, yes, I see. I just take this, I pour until I'm ready, and I put it back in, and it fills itself up. The tree gives. And that is pretty much how we're able to run.
Does the tree? What is the price of it? Is it just free, or is it just what do you have to do to receive the gift?
Well, we all live here, and we all live here in harmony, and pretty much it just gives. There is no cost. I don't see why there would need to be a cost.
I agree.
Is there fruit of the tree?
Well, not fruit per se. I guess I'm not as well informed as some of the other people may be. You might want to talk to the breeder. He actually might be able to help you a little bit more than we could.
Who? Wait, is he the person in charge?
No, he's not the person in charge. But if you're just wondering about food and such, he would probably be the best.
I'll just point to the map on where would he be located at?
Here, right here on the farm.
Seems you guys have a nice array of buildings too. So
What's this?
Oh yes, we have a couple of different housing districts. I would imagine some other people live on the outskirts, but I don't get out too much. I kind of like living a little cottage life. You can see there's sort of the area where we can grow vegetation. The tree also provides nourishment to that as well. There's a couple of different bakeries, tailors, and taverns. Whatever tickles your fancy. A lot of the people, they don't really need to run anything. We don't do too much with currency here. But a lot of people they get bored. So they decide, oh, well, I like talking to people. How about I open a tavern? Or I have a hobby of making clothing. So I might as well become a tailor, and so on.
And if we were looking for, let's say, mercenary work, who would we talk to then?
Mercenary work? What do you mean?
Do you have any wild beasts or monsters that roam the area?
That was very specific, but
Is this town
we
being
do
rabbled?
have
It's my hobby. It's
a
what I
little
do.
issue. He kind of like that question might have thrown him off a little bit, and he's like kind of looking at you guys. So what exactly are you guys here for?
For some work.
We do offer our services where it's needed.
What are your services?
We fight.
We do a lot of fighting. That's about all we
And
We
do.
lend
we
our
play a
strength
lot of
where
music.
it's needed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I believe that's an unfair thing. These two are musicians.
we do play music. Would you like to hear something?
This is probably the strongest man I've ever met.
Sure.
And he's a metallic contraption. People like that.
Why are you looking at me?
No,
I throw
yes.
knives, buddy.
I mean, it is true.
Oh, so we do more than just play music. I play music. He tosses knives in the air. He juggles.
Interesting. Well, let's hear it. Let's hear some of your music.
Yeah, play some music.
Play some music. Okay, I'm gonna play my lute. I'm just gonna play the guitar riff from what's that song? Freebird. That super long solo.
Roll a performance check.
Big bets.
Do you have expertise in performance?
I sure do. 13.
You rolled really
When this
bad.
I know. I thought it was an
Hello?
11.
See, I did 1 through 6. My right leg, a piece of metal just kind of.
We really should get that fixed.
I am made of many different other forces.
I am a
Does that-
worksman.
What do you do for your
I can
performance check?
fix your leg.
I thought you were a juggler.
I
I'm many
thought it was
things.
11.
I asked.
11.
This one, yeah.
Tools?
So as he sort
I
of
do.
as you
They're
begin
in my
playing,
knives.
this dude is entranced with your guys' music. Like he doesn't know how to handle himself. He's kind of just sitting there, and he like kind of sits down. And he's like, as you sort of end, he's like, that was one of the most beautiful pieces I've ever heard.
Now watch me throw knives.
Watch him
as
throw
I-
knives.
Well, I'd rather you not do it in here.
16.
What are you aiming?
Juggler.
I'm
Oh, you're
just
just
juggling
juggling?
knives.
He was, oh my, that's quite the trick. Where did you all learn to do this?
Self-taught.
Self-taught circus.
That is kind of amazing. And what happened with Nines, Benji?
Piece of metal falls off his leg. Cause I mean,
I'm a mechanic.
it's
Let
a
me
little
fix
loose. Asm, do you have any scrap metal?
Can't you just
With
reattach
enough,
that?
with enough
your-
deception,
Just
am
reattach that.
Wait, enough deception on
Yeah,
anything.
could, but
I don't know if I have any scrap metal. I mean, I know I don't, but you might be able to talk to one of the other townspeople on that.
Do you
but-
ride a bike, perhaps?
No, I won't.
Oh,
You walk?
What's a bike?
Yes.
is there really no bikes in? Well,
No,
shit.
bikes exist. I just choose
Yeah.
to walk.
I
instead.
don't know what a bike is.
How do you not know what a bike is? Get this man a bike.
I lived in the mountains in a monastery. Why would I know
Can
what
your
a
tree
bike
give
is?
us a bike?
I'm sure if you ask nicely enough, they could probably provide you one.
You did say there was a small issue you spoke of.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, since you guys have been so hospitable, I guess I can tell you a little bit. Basically, there's this creature. I haven't heard too much about it because, again, I'm not usually with the rest of the townspeople, but it has been sort of terrorizing some of the people who wander off into the mountains. And that's about all I know.
That's all the mountain. That's where we go.
But
gotta find out what it is first.
if you want to really get together with the townspeople, I'd say you might want to start asking around there.
Have a lot of us came around, like people our size, come around here often, or no?
Occasionally we have passerbys, but I mean that kind of sounds like where you guys are falling into. No one ever really stays, although not like there are many places to stay. But if you guys really wanted to find a place to stay, I know there is an abandoned church over on the northeast side of town. It's a little bit off the beaten path. A lot of people here don't really take to religion. Ever since we've gotten the tree, well, many people just haven't really been into it. But so I'm sure if you guys ask nicely at the town hall, you might be able to talk to Grable, and I'm sure if you ask nicely, you guys can take it over.
Interesting.
Do you know Gornak?
What is the church?
Oh, Gornak, yes, he's a member of this town.
Like off the.
Okay.
Apparently
We met him
quite-
in the woods before
And
coming
it's
here.
abandoned.
Yeah, he lives right here, and he shows you this little purple area.
Do y'all like? You guys don't pray now.
No religion. They don't.
Yeah,
have
no.
No, I mean, I am more up to it. I just don't really have anything to believe in, but
I would say the tree would supplement you
Yeah.
as a sort of.
it's
It's definitely a
very
magical
nice.
tree.
But a lot of people, they just
I wouldn't necessarily
They
call it
don't
an omnipotent deity, but it does seem to have a pretty decent grasp on all of your livelihoods.
it's very nice.
And considering it can respond to your wishes, it's probably sentient also.
Perhaps it's just a tree, though.
It is
When
just
it
a
comes
tree.
down to it,
Just a tree.
Just a
Goldfish.
tree that rooted your entire.
Gold-
life.
we don't
trees.
take it for granted, but
Granny.
It's definitely not
What are
great.
you, some kind of rock person?
Rick and Morty reference.
That was,
but yes. So
I guess we should head into
no, I
town.
remember
But thank
that.
you,
So
Mark.
it took me. I was like, what?
Of
Yeah,
course.
so that's from.
We hope to
I-
be seeing you soon.
I grab my my piece and I attach it and I just go, fling.
Do you need some string to tie it
Fling.
up?
My hand's like a little mini wheelchair.
Congratulations. I hope you're happy with yourself.
That's all I can do. Really, that's all I
That's
can
all-
do.
that's
Doesn't do
all I
anything
can do.
else.
well,
Okay, head to town center then.
if you guys do try to go against whatever creatures out there, well, I do wish you good luck. I believe in you guys. I know that you guys can do it. And good luck.
You're very supportive.
Believe in us. Thank you.
Would you like to?
Well-
would you like to be our father?
What?
Never mind. Let's head to town center.
Why? I know my wife Amber might be going into town later, so if she sees you guys, say hello.
Okay, try not to die.
What?
Stay safe.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
That's probably
okay.
a better way to word that.
Ross, did you just ask that man if he wants to be your dad?
No, let's go to.
That's toss.
Yeah, I don't know why you're calling me Ross.
Sorry, Toss. Did you just ask that man if he wanted to be your
Anyway,
No.
town center. Let's go.
guy? I know you didn't.
No.
You did, though. I'm pretty sure I heard that.
No.
Anyway,
Pretty sure Ross said.
Okay, so you guys head into town and
No,
you
Toss.
get to.
That's Ross.
That's Toss.
No, that's
Sure.
Ross.
infighting. That's what we need.
We're gonna add another.
Okay, that's it. Even if it's not his name, I'm dubbing him Toss.
Do you
But they're
want to
twins.
see the tree first?
That's the plan. Is to go to the town square. Well,
I
I
do
guess
want to
town
see the
circle.
tree first.
So you guys are about right here. As you enter this little dirt road that kind of comes off from a little grassland, sort of transitions into a dirt path, you see immediately in front of you is a barn, and around that is sort of a fenced area. And to the right of that, you can see there are a couple different buildings. To the left of that, you can see that there is a shack, very much labeled Gornak on it, and you can tell this is Gornak shop. But probably the thing that sticks out mostly to you is right about here, there is a giant tree. It's standing at hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet up into the air, and you can see a lot of its roots are sort of going in and out throughout the town. Like
How
up and
busy is
down
this town?
over there.
Like, are there just a bunch of people on these dirt roads?
It is not super busy, but you can see there are a couple people out and about, and they don't actually, although they are a bit on the shorter side, they do not see you as out of the ordinary, essentially.
Is there a visible route close by?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go up to it. I'll put my hand on it, and I'll use divine sense. See
Okay,
if I
what
can.
does Divine Sense do?
It lets me, as an action, you can detect good and evil, and so at the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell and know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. So I was just seeing if it is a celestial entity.
It is not a celestial entity.
And then,
Does it feel good? Does it feel good?
I mean, it doesn't feel like
It
a
feels like a tree.
divine being.
Mm-hmm.
It's a large tree.
Would magical trees be there?
Yes.
I just know the question was asked earlier if it might
It
be.
is definitely
a
at the
god.
bare minimum a magical tree.
It's 100% magical. No doubt about it. I've seen my fair share
Are
of
we
magical
walking? So
trees.
we're just
and
gonna
it's
walk
definitely
past
one.
tree?
Oh
No,
my God! There's a chair next to the tree. You should sit down.
I should
Is
sit
it
down.
You
mahogany?
should sit down.
I
So-
guess I'll sit down.
You fall through. It's a minor illusion. It's
So, where are you guys going?
I'm gonna walk up to the tree.
Yeah, I think we should all just.
Well, I guess, yeah,
So
we're
you
heading
guys
up that
taking
road.
this route?
Should we
Yeah.
check in with the town hall?
No.
I assume the town
It's
hall's
on
a
the
big
way.
building.
Yeah, it's on the way.
We might as well check out the
We'll
tree.
get there.
We can see it. It's
There-
huge.
Yeah.
So as you guys get to about here, you look to your left and you realize these buildings are actually just houses.
Mhm.
You can see they're about 2 stories, and they look fairly nice. And then you
town
get
is
to about
much
right
more-
here, and you can see there's a tavern right there. And as you get to about right here, you look to your left and you can see there is a tailor's. And you look to your right and you can see there's a hospital. And not like a really well built hospital, it's sort of like a 2-story medical center. And then as you get to about right here,
Town
you
is
can see the
much
tree.
more affluent than my village.
Your village sucked.
Yeah.
Now, is this
And
like
your
a very
circus
tall, skinny
sucked.
tree, or is it like a
Actually,
big?
it was a
and
big.
branching-
I feel like you
It
missed
is
it.
a
Compared to
very
the kingdom I
big
serve.
and branching
This
tree,
is
and you can
equal.
also see fairly
Yeah.
low to the ground. There are a bunch of thick, sturdy branches.
Come back when you could
Why does-
start.
Can you
Flipping.
juggle knives?
So it's safe to
Can
assume
you
like
juggle knives and
most
do a
of like
handstand at the same time?
above the town is covered by like branches
I'm
and
doing
leaves,
it.
right?
I'm doing it.
You have a performance.
A good portion of
Not
it, probably
spells.
like
Mm-hmm.
all of this,
Okay.
has a little bit of shade to it at least some point in the day.
Okay.
I put my
I'd
hand on the
say
tree.
No.
You put your
I
hand
don't
on
know
the tree,
how hard.
and it feels like a tree. It doesn't
You
really
just
feel
said,
like there's
could
anything
you
special
do a
about
I'm
it.
not-
handstand, which would imply that you can't use your
Knock on
hands.
What do I? Is it
You
juggle?
can
Does it
juggle
sound
with
hollow?
feet?
No,
You can.
sounds
Yeah.
just like a normal tree.
He said knives.
Burn
I
it.
didn't say
He did not say balls.
If
But
it
you
wasn't
definitely
for
can.
what he had told you, this
Don't believe
tree
him.
would just seem like a normal ass tree.
For real?
Can I like So like
I've
this
never
tree
seen a tree
just
get
gives
this large.
food, right?
It's not uncommon.
What does the tree give again?
That's just.
It doesn't bear fruit.
Anything
He
they
said.
need.
Perhaps we should
Anything we
go
need?
ahead and check in with the town.
If
Bane.
you wish it, if you ask nicely, it will give.
And you can see right about here, it looks like that is the town hall.
Oh. Let's head to the guy. Ask about this creature. This creature.
I kind of want to ask the tree something.
Ask the tree.
Well,
I'm
I'm
not sure if
scared.
they
Ask it
See if
directly.
they can give you
Ask
a
him for more knives.
I don't think it directly.
I hold out a
Taunts.
bag. 2,000 ounces.
I don't think the tree actually. How can I put it?
It's omnipotent.
I don't think you can just ask it for knives. I'm not sure if it
Try
can.
to ask it something.
Can I get a brand new loot from this tree?
A loot might be a bit more doable. 'Cause it's
Can I get a
actually
loot
made of wood.
from the tree? Made?
Let's just go to
from
the
the
town
tree?
hall.
Go ahead.
Okay. You guys get to the town hall, and you can see as you walk in these still pretty small doors, you can see that there is a drow, and he's got sunglasses on. He goes, "Well, hail and well met there. Who might all you be?"
Orin, Toss, Ross, Heracles, Nines. We're
Oh.
Should
passerbys.
Well,
really
nice
just
to meet you. My name
Yes,
is
I got your
Grable.
name wrong.
I work here at the town hall. If you guys have any questions, let us know. Are you guys just stopping in, or?
We heard you had a monster of some sort.
Oh yeah, but I mean that's not too big of a deal, really. What? Is that why y'all came in here?
Oh, that we
We're
were
also your tree, but
Yeah, your tree's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a very nice thing. It helps us nourish.
how does it?
Keeps nourished.
How does it like work? Like you guys go up to and just ask,
No, I'm assuming it's just some sort of magic, but
so it just does it by itself.
I would assume so. We don't know of anyone controlling it, so we just kind of assume.
I heard there was a small, like an abandoned church. We kind of need lodgings if it's amenable that we can stay there.
Well, you see him sort of go behind a desk, and he pulls out a little drawer, and he looks at somebody and goes, "Well, this last person that owned the church did die, so no one really has been using it
Die of
recently."
what?
What?
What did he die of?
Old age. And he, well, I suppose, at least for right now, since no one really owns it, we're not going to give it to you, obviously, because that would be.
Yeah, we don't plan on staying that long
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly. But y'all, assuming if y'all could fix the place up a little bit, maybe make yourselves a spot to sit out for the night, I'm sure you'd be able to sleep in there.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Seems
enough.
like
Don't make it more of a mess than we left.
This is very nice of you. So tell us more about this creature.
I mean, I'd prefer probably not to get into it.
Why not?
A lot of people don't really like talking about it.
Would you not like to get rid of it?
Well, I don't want to put that burden on y'all.
Oh, it's not a burn. That's our specialty.
not a
Just like
burn.
the tailor loves to tailor, we like to lend our strength.
Kind of looks at you all for a second and goes, "So y'all, who sent y'all?"
we just kind of wandered in.
Just kind of wandered in.
Yes,
Is
sir.
there a reason why you want to just go around slaying
No.
monsters?
Well,
Not-
coin, lodging.
yeah, you're
also,
giving us a place to stay.
Bartholomew outside of town is fairly nice to us, and I really would hate for that monster to come around and ruin his home.
That's fair. I mean, I don't know what I'm allowed to tell y'all. I don't know. Well, I guess I should be telling y'all, but
If we gave you a piece of paper and a quill, would you write it for us? You didn't tell us anything. You wrote it.
I could just tell y'all.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty.
That's a lot of work.
Basically, there's been some sort of creature thing that's kind of hasn't necessarily been terrorizing the town, but it definitely has stopped us from venturing out too far. I couldn't tell you what kind of creature it is. I've never seen it myself, but I've heard a lot of people going out there either disappearing or seeing they saw some sort of strange slithering thing out in the wilds. But
It's the mouse.
there was a lot of alliteration there, but I think you catch my drift. I know one person said it kind of grabbed him and tried to pull him in, but that was in like a little cavernous area up in the mountains.
I see.
Well,
Is there anyone in town who has faced the monster and lived it?
Yeah, but they didn't really get too much of a good look at him.
okay, what it is really isn't that necessary. Just where it
You
is.
might help us plan it. Our
We
And
don't need a plan.
I guess the next. What direction are the mountains?
He goes to the map and he goes, well, you follow up there on the church path. You kind of head in that exact same direction. You should be heading that way.
Awesome. So we'll go ahead and head to the church, get fixed up a little bit, and then we'll take care of that for you.
Maybe we can make a nice little concert hall.
All right, well, let me know if y'all have any questions about the town, any of our locations, any of the residents here, and I'm sure we'd be happy to tell you.
You guys sell loots?
Sell?
Oh, my bad. Loots. Do you guys have any? Like anywhere?
You mean like musical instruments?
Yeah, like this. And I pull out my battered, beaten up loot.
I'm sure if you wanted to get a better loot or any other musical items, you might be able to talk to. He walks over to a map and he goes, well, not too many people play music here, but I'm sure if you wanted to, probably head over to maybe the herbalist. He kind of looks at a little map. He goes, about right in here. I know he has a little tendency to play a little bit of music here and there.
Let's
Seems
go
like you're
repair.
good.
Let's go repair the church.
Yeah, let's go.
Thank you.
And he goes, no problem. Have a good one, y'all. Let me know if you need anything.
Y'all.
Could it have been? If it is the moss, that's gonna be interesting.
I wouldn't must.
Once
Moss
we
that type or not.
get a little bit out of earshot, why don't we just tell people we're ascending? They might treat us a little different then.
Do they know they're in like this place?
That is also. A
Yeah, I
case,
kinda
but I
assume
don't
that
know
they're
if
not
they know they're part of the town.
Yeah, I feel like they're not real.
It just seems like the quickest way to get things rolling, if anything.
What
Well,
if they
we
get
already
confused?
got things rolling, so that's fine.
Well, if they get confused, then it was a meaningless sentence.
Yeah, and then we just told a bunch of people. I mean, it might work for here because they're not very religious. But let's say we go to a town that is. Do we tell them we're trying to get godhood?
Yeah. Isn't that our path?
It is our path, but some things are better left untold.
Yeah, it seems like it would just make it harder.
Maybe not here necessarily, but that's even if they know that the tower
even,
exists.
Even here, it wouldn't really change anything. They'd probably just look at it as like, alright.
I just don't see the need to hide it.
We're not really hiding it. We're just
It
not.
just hasn't
Keeping
come-
it concealed.
just hasn't really
Not
come
really.
up.
I mean,
If one of them asked
Yeah.
us if we were ascending, we here it
they
seems
don't
fine
really.
to be honest.
Yeah,
about
they
it.
don't really.
But I don't think they would even
know
care.
anything about it.
They already don't have a faith.
But back then, he said, why would you even care about the monster? We could have just said, we need it to ascend.
We
Well,
don't
we
even
may
know
not
if we
know that
We
yet.
don't even know if
Yeah.
we needed to ascend.
He said it wasn't terrorizing, so they're clearly not in dire need of it gone. At this, we're just really grasping straws here. Monster, town, kill, save. Yada,
I say we
yada.
should just take our time and enjoy being here.
From experience, it's the fastest way to get recognition. Slay a monster, be a hero.
I mean, that monster usually causes a bunch of stress for the people. This one, he really didn't seem stressed over. To the church.
Not to mention, not every deity is a slayer of beasts.
So you guys head to the church, and as you get there, it kind of takes you on a beaten path. You can see that it sort of goes from a dirt to sort of like a gravel dirt, into just gravel and grass to just a straight up, like, no longer even a path, just sort of a little bit of grasslands leading up to a church that is proportioned to your guys' size.
Oh.
And as you look at it, you can see part of this church has just like a corner taken out of it. And this thing looks like it's been hit and crushed in a bunch of different places. And it looks like either it's been old for a very, very, very long time, like it's been up for a very long time, or like it's just been kind of like harshly weathered by something, but it looks very broken now, essentially.
That's odd.
Go look at the floorboards.
I guess I might as well go check out the inside. I mean, I don't think there's any incredible. We're not going to restore the whole building.
So, as you walk in, it looks like a fairly standard church. You can see there are a lot of pews. I believe that's what they're called. You can see there's a bunch of pews, for those different church benches.
Pews.
And they're sort of laid out. You can see they have been a little weathered. They're made of wood with a little bit of different fabric patterns. You can see not only has the wood been a little warped and rotted, but the paddings themselves are also a little bit weathered away.
So it's been
There's a podium made of stone. You can see part of it has just been like crushed up, and you feel like if you like were to put too much weight onto it, it would probably just crumble. And a lot of the different stained glasses that are all around, some of them look like they just over time they've been broken.
Interesting. This place
Is
pretty fucking.
there
Whoever lived here.
any way to see what god they worshipped here?
Give me an investigation check.
Not good at those. I'm good at those. 20.
So, is that nat 20?
Dirty.
So, as you're sort of looking around, you start trying to look for a bunch of any information that you can find. You can see there are a couple of different books, and every time you find something you think might be a little bit useful, you realize it has been just completely burned. And, yeah.
That's odd. Is there a fire here?
With that investigation check, I guess, after you have noticed that, you are kind of looking around this place, and you can see signs of different burn marks. As if the place had, like, caught fire at some point.
A lot of things have happened here.
And you can all pretty much see that at this point.
Well, I suppose we should probably start setting up some sort of way to sleep here. Everybody has something to sleep on, like a bag.
We can. That doesn't seem too good.
So this monster. So I think the best way to get information is to go down to the tavern later this evening. And everybody's had a couple drinks in them. See if we can find out who may have seen it and what they might remember.
What, do we not just want to go in and kill it now?
I
We
feel
don't
like
know
it's
where it is.
in
It's
the
not in the
mountains.
mountains.
Yeah. They said they can't travel outside of town that far, so I assume if we just go outside of town a little further,
And
It'll
just
find us.
walk
It'll-
around.
yeah.
Well, yeah,
It'll
it seemed to
find
attack one or be.
I suppose we could take that route. If we want to take the long way. Hope we run into it.
Seems a little less roundabout.
Seems like we're going to go fight something we don't know what it is.
I mean, no one else
Yeah,
does.
but like.
Yeah,
the
but these
only
people
guy
don't
who-
know if they can tell what a goblin is. If they give us enough descriptors, we might know what it is.
Yes.
If it is related to that moss thing that Gornag was tangling with earlier,
Have a good night, guys.
See you later.
I'm not sure if our blades and blunt weapons will do much good.
I mean, might as well just take a torch out at that point.
It is a moss. If it is.
If it is a moss monster. Sure, if it was something normal like a wolf, they would know.
Torches also work against wolves pretty well.
They do.
Fire works against a lot of things very well.
Except lava monsters.
Fire's not good against fire, ice, or water.
Oh, wouldn't fire work on ice? Seems like it would work on ice.
I feel like that'd be the best option.
Yeah, I do as well. Nines, are you okay?
No. Sorry, glitching.
I suppose
So are we resting for the night here, or?
Resting?
I mean, I don't.
It is like noon.
We have time. We can go looking.
Let's go.
I
Let's
say
go
we
looking.
just set up some sort of makeshift camp here and then leave.
How about some of us stay here and fix stuff?
Just split the party.
I'm not sure if it's a great idea to go
I mean, it's
monster
only-
hunting
Oh,
without.
we're going. I thought we were. Yeah, I thought you wanted to go to the tavern.
No, I want to
No,
go
you
on
both seemed fairly adamant that we should just go into the woods and
one.
scamper about till we find it.
Oh, then I agree with it. Let's do that.
You should make as much noise
At
as
least
you
until
can.
nightfall. If we can't find it by nightfall, I'm sure somebody will tell us more. It's not like we looked for a lot of information. What the hell is
You guys
that?
hear a knock at the church.
Who is it?
I go through the hole in the wall in the church, and I mean about
What?
the
They're
hole in the
flanking
wall.
it.
I'm gonna go through the hole and come around
Is there a
to
hole
the
in the
front.
wall?
Okay, and you
yeah.
can see standing there are two elvish people. One, Bartholomew, and two, who you guys would probably assume to be his wife.
This side out.
Ah, yes. How are we today?
Do you open the door?
You know, I
can't-
asked who they are, and they never answered.
It's Bartholomew.
I come around the corner.
Oh, you scared me there.
Open the door, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess I'll open the door. Hey, Barf.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, hi.
Barf.
Oh, so have you guys been settling in?
Well, we're about to start roaming the forest, actually.
Oh, is that something you people just do?
Yeah, on occasion. We like to go on strolls. They're
We're
actually really
hunting
nice.
your beast.
That too.
Well, okay.
Can we talk, Barf? Let's talk. We're what you call ascenders?
Candidates for
Ascending?
ascension.
We're ascending this tower. Do you know what this is?
No, I'm sorry, I don't really know what you're talking about.
I assume
Thought
as
that'd be the
much.
case.
We are in our trials to.
Don't
Nines,
we
it
don't
doesn't
have
matter
to
at this
explain it
point.
to him at that point.
He doesn't know.
Well, honey, here. And you see Amber takes out a bag. Just, why, I believe a couple of yes, we would call you adventurers?
Sure.
Ascenders? Is that what you guys prefer to be called?
That doesn't matter.
I guess some ascenders came by and they thanked us for our generosity by giving us some of these coins.
Those are nice.
And she takes a little bag and she hands it to you. And inside there are 23 gold pieces. I'm going to write this down.
Why are we getting gold?
They don't do
Gornag.
They don't
14 silver pieces.
Don't we
And
give Gornat?
321
Yeah, so why is his wife giving us?
It's not Gornag's wife.
CP.
Oh,
Copper pieces, sorry.
Bartholomew's.
Barthol.
And she was, well, I mean, we don't actually use this stuff. I wasn't even really sure what it was when they first gave it to us.
Currency.
Well,
We're outside.
yes,
the,
but I'm not 100% sure why.
because where we come from, it's actually a very nice gesture to give people this.
It's mostly a payback for services.
I
Also
suppose
that.
that's what we're doing with you all.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much.
You guys can have that however you like. I mean, we don't
It's a
really use
stupid
it here.
artificial construct that was
Yeah.
invented in place of trade. It just has a value attributed to it in
okay.
place of goods.
Yeah, let's go
But
down
you
this
don't
road.
really trade either,
So
but-
back in the
just
old
look at
days,
you
there
and
was this
stuff.
thing called bartering
Wait,
trading, where
what are
people
you-
gave goods
look
for
at you.
goods.
No, I understand the concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just don't have to do it here.
Yeah,
Weird.
but
Yes.
outside of this tower, we
Why
now
Why
came
are
up
you
with this thing called
explaining
currency.
Money? They don't know they're in a.
She kind of looks up. She goes, I guess you could call this a tower.
Yeah, it's called a tower. Anyway, let's go to Gornog, whatever.
Gornog.
How does he run a shop in a place that doesn't use money?
It's for us.
Oh.
It's just for us.
Oh, Gornak?
Yeah,
Well,
that
he
guy.
provides us with a couple of items here and there if we need them.
He's a nice guy. Who would have thought?
I mean, yes.
When we first met him, he was asking for gold.
Yeah, he's a horrible person.
He asked us for
Yeah,
silver?
for
No, I thought it
Two
was
Gold
silver.
piece. Gold piece.
There's
No,
two. Well,
that
no.
was
When we
second
met him
time.
just a few minutes ago, it was gold. At the beginning, it was
2 copper.
2 copper. Anyway, semantics, or
She kind of looks at
we
me and goes,
digress.
wow, I have a lot of copper. Do you guys have a lot of copper? I mean, that doesn't seem too bad.
Copper's the worst.
Copper is the least
Wait.
valuable of the coins, but it's still coin.
There's an abundance for reasons, because no one wants it.
Why was he asking for it?
The first time we met him, he was.
Can't tell you.
That's not.
He was basically dead.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. Skeleton hand and all, right?
Yeah, you could
Fine.
die.
Stop.
Anyway, to Gornag. Let's
Are we
go.
over explaining?
Yes, we
Yes.
are.
Yes, most
Another
of
reason
what
I
I've
didn't
kind
want
of
to
been
tell
hearing,
people
I
about
kind of
this
just
tower.
let it fly over my head.
I don't think they understand that.
And
Don't
you
explain
should.
it to them. Take forever.
Anyway,
I
Gornag.
mean, we could.
Well, I believe you all are fairly interesting people. Do you mind if we accompany you?
That seems like a liability.
We're just going to
Oh, so-
Gornags. We're not going to hunt. Go to Gornags.
How
first.
good are you at? Oh, you mean on our adventure to
Gornak.
Gornak or to
Yeah,
the
sure,
monster?
why not? Well, Amber's about to go and grab some food, but yeah,
I mean,
I don't
To
mind walking
Gornags,
around.
yes, not the monster.
Do you mean grab food as in go to the tree?
No,
I was just wondering if that's how.
no, she's going to go down to the farm.
I would have liked to see someone wish upon the tree just to see it in
Oh,
person.
we don't. I guess we don't really do that.
Oh, so it's just
So, do the trees
This is the second
extend
time
into
it's
all
brought
of your
up.
homes in which that is how you are provided with food?
Some people.
Do you build upon the root that provides, or does it just somehow show up in your home?
Sometimes both.
Interesting.
It really depends on the area.
But yes, let's go see Gornak.
And you guys step out and begin walking. You all kind of split ways with Amber, and you guys walk back down to Gornax. You guys pass a school right here. You guys pass a tavern, and you
Burn.
pass a bakery
Burn it. Burned.
on your way to Gornax.
Interesting.
And you see he just puts like an open sign up. He goes, "Oh, hey guys, how's it going?"
It's going well, but we're kind of at a loss.
We got 23 gold. We would like
What
to
do you mean
learn
we're
more
at
about this
loss?
monster,
We just find.
What?
this creature.
Well, you don't. That's how it works. You don't get to ask me questions. You just pay for a hint.
Wait, you asked us
This action
where to
may be
go
useless.
and stuff like that, and who to talk
We could
to.
just give him 10 gold and ask
Okay.
him.
Or we can
I
just, like,
tell you
roll.
that. You don't ask
Okay.
me who it is.
10 gold. Give us a hint.
10 gold for a hint? Okay. And
Make
he
it
holds out his hand.
Give it to him.
It's a dumb hint.
Yeah.
We can just went around.
This,
Like our
You can
original
see he
plan.
takes out a coin, he bites it, he kind of looks at it. Okay. He takes another one,
Okay, sir.
looks at it, and he keeps doing that. He
does
goes,
Barth witness all this?
well, I can tell you right now that you guys have made 0 progress right now. No one thinks you're a god.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Is that it?
That's,
Yeah.
the hint. That's the hint.
Yeah.
So-
We could have told you that.
He said
Act
it
more
in the
godly.
beginning.
So go into the center of town and
Chop down the
proclaim
tree.
ourselves as gods.
Chopped on the
Yeah,
tree.
let's try that. I'll play the music. You.
Oh,
your
I don't
booming-
know about all that. I mean, if you guys just go around calling yourselves gods,
That's also fair.
that's
also
weird.
invites
Why
town.
do you want what? Hey, you can
It's
see
Complicated.
that Barth is thoroughly confused.
It's a long story, Barth.
Can we just
I assume each of us have our own reasons.
Why would we do
Are you all gods?
kinda,
Not
sorta, not yet?
Exactly.
Yeah,
For the most part, not
definitely yes.
not
We
officially.
are,
Yes.
but we just.
Yes,
on
we're
the
gods.
low.
Okay, now, Gornag, did the progress go up by 1%?
And you just go,
How's the bar?
what? What? Oh my god.
How's the bar looking?
Does Barth not realize that he's accepting our coin and counting it as
And
currency?
he does understand. He just doesn't really say anything about
Okay.
it. And you see Gordon go, I don't know, Barth, do you believe them? And he goes, I mean, they have
Do you
done
do you
some pretty
remember
interesting things,
remember the guitar, the lute? I mean, the lute.
Yes, I was going to just point that out, that
Yeah.
they did play me a fairly nice tune, but are you all gods of music, or is that
No,
some
just
of
me.
you? Or just you?
Yeah, just me.
Well, what are the rest of you gods of?
Bigness,
The god of strength.
Strength.
He can lift a building.
War.
Oh, that's a little dark, but I mean, fair, a god for most.
What is
things.
your god? I'm the
Oh, elements in wine.
I'm the god of
The
tricks.
The god of drunkenness?
Oh,
That's cool.
that's a little interesting.
That's cool.
I like how you all have your own thing, but why you all chose to visit here, and why not just tell me outright?
Well, because A, explaining that to somebody is difficult. It's a
That
difficult
is
process.
what I said to do.
First, which this is an outlier. Most people would probably not consider this in the slightest whatsoever to be true.
I mean, but as gods, why do we care what they think?
Then why are we explaining to them at all?
Just letting them know. Hey,
For what purpose?
Hey, we're
Hey,
gods.
Do you consider
FYI,
ants when you walk
I'm a
over a
god.
hill?
Do you not?
No.
You,
Do you?
yeah, I step around it.
The point being,
Why would you step on an anthill if you could avoid it?
most people wouldn't
Laugh
believe it,
and giggle.
and if they did, they wouldn't. They just wouldn't. They'd probably think we're loonies.
Do you think we're lunatics? Barf?
Not for you.
Honestly, if it wasn't for the musical performance that you had given to me, I would probably think you are crazy.
Barth,
Okay.
you should take a seat right there behind
See?
you. There's a chair.
Now,
You should
we can
sit
find
down.
the monster and
He
slay
lives
that
behind
monster,
it.
and that'll
There's
at
a
least
chair.
give us some credence to our strength.
How did you do that?
Sit down.
Don't do that, you tricksterous.
He sits down.
He goes through it.
yeah, he goes through. He goes,
Trickery should probably be added to his domain.
how did you do that, sir?
I'm the god of tricks.
He's
That-
Loki.
That is fair. Well,
So the monster, then. Barth, you haven't seen it, right?
I have not seen it.
Gornak.
You could ask a couple people here.
To show your
around.
strength,
I'm sure you could eventually
Go kill
find
it.
someone who has seen it, but
I will go play music in the town center for hours.
We did go to the
We
tavern.
did pass the
Gornak, do
tavern.
you have the moss creature with you?
yeah.
Can we see it?
What are you using that for?
Why are you using it?
That's kind
What
of
is in this?
kinky.
It's pissing me.
So you see him. He sort of takes it out and it's sort of like flopping around. He goes, "I use it for stew."
That's gross.
So there's
You're
not
gross.
a really large version of that eating people, right?
I don't
You
know.
think
Probably.
people?
I mean, if it exists right here, if it went to an empire, like yeah, it would probably be a very large creature. You with the little small ones.
Huh.
And you see, sort of like he takes out like a little cauldron that is already boiling. And just drops it into it.
Do we hear a?
Do you have any flint and steel I can buy by the way?
Here, bloop, and then a bunch of like little bubbles come out. What?
Never mind. I have an idea.
Flint and steel?
He can do the.
I have a tinderbox. I'm gonna say it's in my hand.
Okay.
But that's cool.
I guess I'm gonna head to the tavern and start playing some music.
Head to the tavern. Gather information. I don't need it now. It's for later.
Need a light?
Okay. Which tavern are you guys heading to? The one that's right next to
What's the
Cornet's?
Yeah.
coolest looking
Nah,
one?
definitely this one. It's the bigger one, the biggest of them.
The biggest of them all.
Wait, what? The
Which
hell
one?
is
The
this?
one by the hospital? Or
That's
one
the
by
farm.
I believe that's the
I thought
breeders.
This was the farm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're going to
So,
that tavern.
to
farm
impress
is
the
right
local
here.
populace, here's what we'll do. You two
This
do
is
your
the one by
normal,
Barnabas.
whatever carnies do. Entertain.
We
One
don't
by
like
hospital.
being called carny.
Yeah, we're gods.
Entertainers.
Entertainers. Whatever entertainers. Okay, we all know that we're not all like actually.
I now developed a god complex.
Wait, you guys are gods, right?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yes.
Why are you ascending this tower then?
Well, sometimes I guess you have to renew your license.
That's fair. That's fair. That's what I did
So
12 years
you
ago.
were and are currently no longer.
It's probably a demigod trying to become a full-fledged god.
Okay, that works for me then. You
That's
can,
pretty astute, actually.
you can go prove your strength to the
Aren't you the
townspeople.
son of a god, maybe?
You can go entertain
That is
people.
true.
And I am going to try to figure out whatever I can out of these people about this
Can you
monster.
brew things?
I
super
can
well?
brew things, yes.
Better than most.
I'm fairly talented. Most people in my
gonna
monastery
believe
are
he's a god?
capable.
Yeah, honestly.
I think people are
Probably
gonna
just a really good brewer.
All you did was play a lute.
You
really
really
good.
loved it. God of music.
I mean, it was Freebird, so.
It was.
The fuck is that?
God, this guy lived in the mountains way too long.
Most of my life, yes.
But you haven't
So
seen
which
Sea.
tower are you going to? Are you going to number
That
1
one.
or number 2?
Which
My
one's
character
bigger?
does.
Same size?
They're about the same size.
Number 1.
It's
Yeah,
closer.
you know, let's go
It
to the
is
closest
closer.
one.
Yeah, we'll just go with
Okay. And as you walk into the closest one, you can see that there is a sign up top that says Popo's
that.
Bar.
Ah, shit. We can't be here.
Why?
We can't be at
Popo.
Popo's.
Popo sounds like a dumb name. What's
There's
the other one?
Shut up! Shut your face!
The other one was Laszlo.
Laszlo?
Camp Laszlo? Let's
Oh,
go!
that show was fire.
If I don't see a moose man as the bartender.
Laszlo was his name.
Let's just figure out where the monster is for now. Pick a town. You
Okay,
go-
Popo's.
Popo!
So you guys head into
Popo.
Popo's, and in there you see a large giraffe. No, I'm kidding.
Track.
You can see that there's a gnome in there, and he has got a very white, bushy beard. He is super small.
How big is the doorway then?
He is about a foot big, but the doorway is about 5 feet.
How do we? I guess you guys are gonna have to name it.
I'm gonna walk through just straight.
I guess all of us are.
Are you actually?
So I'm just gonna.
Are you actually? So
Yeah,
yeah,
you're gonna
you
press
guys,
the door. Just
No,
walk?
I'm just gonna walk. I'm just go.
That's not how physics work.
That's
You're
fucked.
gonna fall over.
Okay, so
Or I'll just go limbo. Just go.
Definitely make an imprint in your head in there.
so like, are you just like full on walking into this door? Or are you just
I'm
like,
full walking, but
letting
I'm gonna like try to like force my face through
Yeah,
the
that's
top
fair.
of the door frame.
Okay, so like,
But look cool doing it.
give me a
Perform.
strength check.
Performance.
Strength.
Athletics.
Magic proficiency is right.
Bro, if you get anything below a 12, I'm gonna be mad.
But I would be mad too.
That's a strong ass door.
15.
Yeah, you break through the top of this doorway, and
Nines. What?
everyone in this place like turns over and looks at all of
Nines?
Greeting.
Do you know how doors work, right?
you. You, what the hell are you doing in my bar? What are you doing in my door?
Nines. You know how doors work. You have seen you use them.
What do you, minor illusion? What do you mean?
He goes, what the? Who the hell are you guys?
Ah.
Traveling entertainers and people of interest.
We're people.
Entertainers.
People of
Just come
interest.
up with a group name at this point.
We're the
Small
Buffs.
Wings. I mean,
The Who.
Yeah.
The League.
We're the,
The
who.
who?
The Who.
The who?
I mean, the
Who?
doors are also a good
Huh?
one.
The
You
what?
guys coming here for a drink or?
Well, we brought you.
I've come
I've
to perform.
We've also come. I've come for drink.
Usually we don't do performances in here, but I guess you guys want to. You guys can go head over to the stage over there.
Wait, you don't perform in here yet? You have a stage.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
most people don't like to do it.
Oh, that's fair. I am very talented, and I will go do that. Would you like to
Dude,
jump
just
with
warn
them?
one.
we can cause such thorn.
Mr. Pope,
I can start
what
throwing
kind
things.
of booze do you serve here? Anything the
What
tree?
kind of booze do you like?
Is it anything the tree gives you? Do you have bats, or is it just out of the tree?
And he sort of like, he opens up like a little slat that just is sort
Cause
of,
such thorns.
it is a little bit like machine
Thorns.
techy, when he just kind of opens it, it opens the rest of it automatically. And you can see he's got like a fully stocked bar.
Would you care to try something exotic?
Oh, you mean like a funky monkey? It's a little pineapple. It's got a little bit of rum in it.
I'm just giving my gourd here. Take some of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see him pour it. He puts a little bit of ice in there, and then you see him put a cherry on top.
It's fairly strong.
He shakes it up. He goes,
Please.
no, it's not actually strong.
Yeah.
It isn't.
No, I mean it's got a little bit of rum in it, but it's
No, the drink from the gourd.
oh.
Drink.
What is it?
I was just gonna say it's some potent version of moonshine.
Oh, yeah, this is pretty strong.
I can teach you to make that if you want the time, if you have the time.
No, you should not.
And you see him kind of just goes, he sort of like puts the thing back down. And when he opens it back up, you can just see that there is like another new cup here. And as he grabs it, he goes, oh, I can just grab it here.
You just make whatever.
You just copied your drink.
You did copy.
You didn't just copy
To
my
him.
drink.
I mean, you did offer it.
I did offer though.
And he hands it back to him.
So, you're a bartender. You hear things.
Yeah.
Who was it that saw the beast out in the woods?
Well, I believe a couple people encountered that thing. It was more in the mountains, not necessarily in the woods, I guess. As far as I know, I believe it was a thing. Someone came into the bar one time and they said it was very large. It floated in the air, had like 10 eyeballs. That's what I heard. No,
fuck.
but
Who saw it?
well, I guess you could say the owner of the farm. I believe he might have.
Does he come to this establishment?
Every once in a while. I know where he runs the cemetery. I believe he saw it. I haven't actually talked to him. I just kind of know that he did see it that one time. But again, I don't know if he saw
Should
it.
we
But
inform him what it might be and how dangerous it would be?
It's not dangerous.
You should.
It sounds super dangerous. What do you
No
mean?
reason to make them
Wink.
panic.
Okay, time
But
for
if they panic, we feed it.
propaganda.
Do you
You
know
seem
what
like
you're
a very
handling?
self-serving man, and I'm not sure I'm okay with that.
Self-serving. I only serve myself.
Oh,
Look, I'm okay with it. Because I tricked.
Thank you. I'll just wait for the farmer to show up. No,
I'm
buy
gonna play.
drink.
He actually became sober.
what do you mean
He was
buy? You
Oh.
just have a drink.
That's right. You
No.
don't have to spend money in this town. This place is great.
And he kind of like grabs something. Would you like another funky monkey?
Sure.
I would love the fun.
He starts
Don't you have to
making
perform?
it, and he
Look.
hands it. Give me that performance check.
Performance check.
So
Another 13.
And so he begins pouring it, and you see him. He's like looks up as Ross. God, I don't even know anymore. So he looks up as Ross is performing,
This one's Ross.
and
That one's
I'm
wrong.
so he looks over at.
Toss.
The one that
Toss.
juggles is not tossed.
Okay.
He does not toss things.
He does toss things, but his name's not Toss.
So
Which is
he looks over at Toss, who is currently performing,
Leave the door
and
open.
yeah, you're playing "Leave
Yeah.
the Door Open" originally by Muno Bars.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can see him as well as all of the other people in here are
Getting
fucking
down.
astounded by this performance. And he is so caught up in it that he doesn't realize he is just pouring rum onto the table. And he sort of catches himself. He's like, oh my god, I'm so,
You're fine.
where are you guys? You guys do a bunch of music things?
Music, conflict, monster slaying.
are we sitting at a table right now?
You're kind of
You
you
know,
guys
kind
are
of
kind
at
of
the bar. You know,
It's a strange group. Music, monster slaying, drinking.
Want to see me balance a sword on my
Lifting.
nose?
Lifting.
How can they trust you if all you do is
Why don't you just perform your juggling act accompanied by his music? Have you never thought of that?
I'm always in his shadow. I don't want to be.
Why don't you step out front then, and then
Yes.
juggle while he plays music behind you?
I don't trust myself alone.
You wouldn't
You're
be
not
alone if he's
alone.
behind you.
Justin, he's
Problem.
behind you. You're not alone.
I have anxiety.
You're a performer.
Stage fright?
Yes. No.
I watched you juggle knives earlier today.
For one audience member.
That is true.
This is a tavern.
Juggle the knives.
And so about after your performance, a couple of you, whoever has chosen to, has had a couple drinks. He kind of walks up and he goes, "Where did you guys learn to play like that?
You should see the other one's talent. It's also very interesting.
We'll go up there and show us."
Go up. I'm gonna roll so bad now. 100%.
I'm gonna
Do
give
it.
him background music, just regular adventuring music,
You know, like
15.
like
15.
Legend.
And with that, you can see a ton of people have actually like surrounded you, and every once in a while you'll get like a round of applause for a trick you do. And yeah, you can see just the people in this bar are like generally very impressed by all the things.
He's
you guys
trying.
do.
Would
He's
we,
awkward with
people
a party
from
trick.
outside
Yeah.
of here, be impressed?
Hmm?
No, it's like fairly. It's like if you're at a bar and someone walked up to you and just started doing a bunch of magic card tricks. It's like,
Huh.
it's like, yeah, that's cool, but like,
So like we
Don't really
we,
care.
we,
Are you speaking
we
from
know that they're
experience?
talented, but their performances have not been good enough to invoke us with any awe.
essentially.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it's just like everything you do is sort of impressive.
I need a member from the audience to come up. Anyone?
Oh hey, how about just
Oh,
why does-
you big man over there, come on up.
Yeah, let him lift you while you juggle.
He's going to lift me as I juggle.
Oh, alright.
Give
Do
me
you want
an
me to lift?
athletics check.
Do you want me to lift all of you?
Yes. Lift the singer too.
Can you do that?
I
Can you
mean,
do that?
I can like, without a sweat, lift just my normal carrying capacity, 600 pounds.
Okay, yeah.
Lift.
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 I just picked both of you up.
Insane.
Nice.
And
Massive.
You see all of these people going crazy with the amount of like applause they're
And
giving.
then flex.
Minor illusion. Lights.
The closest I
Heavenly
can get to
lights
this is I
dropping
can
on
breathe.
us.
As you sort of do that, you see out of the corner of your eye just like the fixed door.
Yeah, God.
It just
But everyone's
unfixed.
more focused on us.
Yeah. They are so focused on you guys that they don't even notice. And yeah, after this performance ends, the crowd kind of dies down, and you see Popo walk up to you and he goes, "Yeah, so what are you guys doing here? Like, I mean, it's been kind of crazy.
Having fun.
You guys just walked in and did a bunch of stuff.
Having fun in the mortal realm.
Are you guys
The right
planning on
place.
staying around here very often, or?"
We're
No.
traveling. We're travelers. We're also sort of like a weird.
We're trying to move on up in the world.
Yeah.
Per se.
In
Monster.
mortal
We
realm,
also,
it's fun
we also
to hang out
moonlight
once
as
in a
monster
while.
hunters, which is another thing that brought us here.
Well, yeah, if you guys wanted to talk to those guys, and
I was kind of hoping they'd show up here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Our
I mean,
power is strictly.
they don't
on
come here
him.
every day. It's just sort of like whenever they're feeling it.
Can't get the damn luck.
You can get most drinks at your house,
Yes,
but
sir. This is
But
just
a-
a social place.
it's just a very social place to go hang out at.
Okay, to the farm then.
Very well. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
To the
yeah.
farm.
Well, if you guys need anything, yeah, you can go talk to me. Hey, by the way, about the door, just forget about it.
What door?
What door?
He points it. Do you minor illusion it back? He goes, I don't really know what's going on there.
Do you wear glasses?
Do you need
glasses?
that? Yeah, I think you need
I
glasses.
can see there's a bunch of like crumbled pieces of my door on the floor.
See, that actually came
But
from
it's
him.
there.
It did in fact.
Are you okay? There's no crumbled pieces on the
You
ground.
guys let me know if you need anything. And he,
You do know the spell. Like,
Yeah.
we'll stop working.
We won't
Yeah.
be here.
We're not leaving town.
no, sorry, Candace is not there.
Ah. What?
Who's
What will you do after
In
500?
TV said, is Candace there?
It,
Candace
No.
did.
there is no person named Candace legally there. I can confirm that as the DM.
Has he ever fought a dragon
Wait.
in D&D?
So yeah, you guys are heading to the farm.
Yep.
So you guys,
I walk through the door. My head kind of phases through that.
Yeah, it dispels the illusion.
yeah, it dispels the illusion.
Yeah.
I walk out last.
You
9.
can see as you guys leave, he sort of picks up a glass and starts polishing.
9s, I need you to understand this quite clear. You know how doors work. I know you do. Please don't do that at the next person's house.
I thought we
Or
were-
any person's
I
home.
thought we were supposed to look like gods. When does a god ever have to convene for someone else?
What gods have you heard about? Because all of the gods
Not many.
examples you've given me sound like dicks. Sound like a bunch of dickheads.
Have you met my father?
Have you met his
No,
father?
but he sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Why would you want to, why would that be the example we would want?
I mean, that's his father. I mean, that's
Kind of the only example I've had.
Well, I mean, in
Maybe we
fairness,
should look
if you
into
know
that,
that
Big
he's
Bud.
an ass.
Maybe we should find the god of therapy.
Are you okay?
I mean,
I'm
all
a
saying
licensed
is if you,
therapist.
no, you aren't.
Michael.
Yes, I am. It's okay. I have a shoulder.
If you
Is
know,
there someone that covers the domain of therapy?
Yes, me.
I mean, I suppose it would be under the domain of health, so probably a god of medicine.
Mental health?
Well, we'll
She's
keep a
my
lookout,
sister.
I guess.
But yeah, no.
Where's
I
your
mean,
go-
if
where's
he's
your
an
father,
ass,
Barlow?
why would you want to like? You understand that what he's doing is ethically wrong, so why would
Correct.
you repeat it?
I'm not necessarily trying to repeat it. I'm
It's
just
the
trying
only
to
thing he knows.
Yeah, but don't live up to that.
obtain equal status.
But by obtaining equal status does not mean you have to follow his same moral compass.
Correct.
So then just be a better god than he is. By not being a jackass.
Be better.
I mean,
Live,
valid
laugh,
points.
Also, 9, stop breaking people's things. We aren't gods yet.
How about stop
anyway.
being normal?
Yeah, stop being normal.
Stop
We
being a
are
boring guy. How about
gods. I'm
Stop
already.
being a normal person.
As you guys are sort of walking, you see someone. Well, as you guys are having this conversation, talking about being gods, you can see there's a halfling, and this halfling is about the same size as the gnome. It was only about, like, maybe a little bit less than a foot tall. And you say, "Hey, what are you guys talking about?
Godly stuff. Anyway, the farm.
Yeah.
Hey, don't come around here talking about all that."
Hey, go ahead and play him some music, just as,
Wait,
as
wait,
an
wait.
apology.
Wait, why? Why?
People you don't take too kindly to talking about gods and stuff.
See, I was thinking they burned down the church.
You didn't. None of you had anything to do with
Yeah,
it.
you guys didn't burn down that church up there, did you?
What are y'all coming over here asking all these questions?
You came to us.
came to us.
Yeah, you asked the
You
question
talked
first.
to us first.
Answer your question.
Yeah, you
Intimidation.
Yeah, you barged into our business.
How are you trying to intimidate him?
Um,
You guys are 5
I'm
people
not-
posted up.
pull
So
out.
I
Yeah.
got this.
I'm
I
pulling
got
out
this.
my
Seen our
knives,
friend
right?
here?
I'm making a grapple check.
He lifted
Don't
both
grab
arms.
his shoulders and look at him.
Uh,
Are
you doing
19.
that?
Yes.
Um,
No hurry. I'm just kind of like in front of him,
Then
like.
that's not a grapple. You're not grappling him. You're just putting your hands on his shoulder.
Yeah, I
So that's-
guess,
Yeah,
sure.
don't say,
with that 19 intimidation, Jason, what is Ross?
don't
doing
say
to
grapple.
intimidate?
That implies you're attacking it.
I'll pull out a knife and be like, "Oh my god,
Hey, what you doing?
what are you? We asking the questions here."
This is what's gonna happen to you. Shh.
Starts cutting myself line,
Whoa,
dies.
whoa! When he sort of like kind of starts backing away a little bit. Yeah, I just said we don't take too kindly to God's word.
Well, you know,
Can I ask
time to
why?
ask. Time for you to answer some of our questions.
Yeah.
Why?
And he sort of looks around and he doesn't really see anyone around. He goes,
Don't worry, we're not violent. I'm just curious why
yeah,
you're.
says the guy with the knife over there.
Yeah,
Don't-
it's starting to feel really like my dad.
Can
A
I
lot of like
Put
childhood
Mr.
memories.
Dad,
put
parental
the knife
issues.
away?
I have dad parental issues.
Why? What is the dislike? What is the dislike of
Gods.
deities?
And why did you
for?
burn down the church?
Where does it stem from?
Yeah,
I'm not saying we burned down the church. I'm
you
just
didn't say
saying
you didn't though, but that's not
yeah.
the point.
something happened. Maybe a lightning strike or something.
Uh huh.
Why do
Yeah,
you
sure.
all
And it
dislike?
burned down.
Yeah.
Why don't you like gods?
Was the tree
Yeah.
before the church?
that
Was the
all?
tree here before the church burned down?
with some bad people doing some bad things, talking about gods and such, trying to take down our. And he sort of looks up at the tree.
So the church
he doesn't
was.
say anything.
So the church was here before the tree.
Okay, first of which, that has nothing to do with religion.
So
as
when
a
the tree
whole.
came, the church fell.
No.
Has the tree always been here?
I believe what's
Church
happening.
was there. Tree came up a little
Church
bit later,
got
and
jealous.
after a while, church kind of changed around a little bit. Church, church got jealous of the tree,
Yeah.
tried to take it down.
So y'all burned it down
So
because you thought it was
we
ethically
didn't do
better.
it.
You didn't
It
do it,
burned down.
but your great-great-grandfather did.
No.
That's
Did
a
this
Okay.
tree burn this?
lot of accusations.
Yeah, there's a
being
lot of
thrown.
questions and accusations being thrown around. First of which, I really would recommend not necessarily tying every religion or god to the misfortune of people wanting to hurt your tree. Secondly, you could make the argument theologically, what you are doing is holding that tree as almost a holy figure, especially if something bad happened to the church because the tree is here. If you did burn down the church, not saying you did, but if someone in your town did in order to preserve the tree, then that's religious zealotry.
And you see Barth, and he kind of like tugs on your
Hi, Barf.
whatever you're wearing. He goes, guys, probably not the best idea to be saying all this stuff around me as well.
Wait, he's been with us the whole time?
Also,
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
another thing. Why are we we don't need to mention
Barf is an exception.
Barf.
He knows
Barf
too
is,
much.
but we didn't.
Barth doesn't really care.
Sir, go home.
And he's sort of just staring there looking at you guys.
Go home.
Yeah, we're going on our way now.
Have a nice night.
And he starts backing away slowly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What was with the knife thing?
Get out of here.
Why did you...
God complex. Leave me alone.
But you're not. I've seen you almost die.
Just say I helped you. People these days.
But you... What?
People these days. He's right. Anyway,
And that
why,
is
why
why
is that
I
Barf?
didn't want people
Yeah, Barf.
hearing that
Why-
we
why
might
does-
be
why don't-
divine or attempting to be divine. That is the lightest reaction we could
I
get.
don't know too much about it. I know that the church did burn down quite a while back.
Were you alive?
I was alive, yes.
Oh, it's not that.
Do you remember it?
Not really.
Do you know what you used to worship when the church was around?
I also don't remember that. I didn't worship.
Ah, so the tree is definitely...
The tree is so far a tree until you have damning evidence that it isn't.
Anyway, to the farm.
Last thing we want to do is start talking about the tree in a negative light in a town that basically depends on that tree.
And
Because if
you
they
guys
did burn down the church,
make
what
it
they're going to
to
be
the
willing to
farm.
do to us if they think we don't like
Okay,
it
so
is
why did we
really
come
hard.
to the farm? Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
when you
right.
guys do get to the farm, you can see that there is a very large barn that looks very large, and you get the
Very.
feeling that you all could actually just walk into the barn normally.
I'm going to stand my tippy toe.
And there's
farmer.
a little small like housing area, and Barth goes,
Did he tell us a
I
name?
I can go knock on it and get Ware out here if you guys would like.
Please do.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. So let's not burn down the tree. Yes, please
We're
do
gonna
that.
do-
He knocks
Stop
on
us?
it, and you can see he
No,
walks out.
but
a
if
good
we're
couple
wrong,
feet
we've
away from
condemned
you
the
guys.
town to
Oh my
starve.
God! It's the farmer.
Yeah,
Hey,
that sucks.
shut the fuck up.
That's their fault for not seeing us as gods.
Shut
And
up.
you
I
hear, well, howdy there.
It is one
Who
way to
all
get
might
the name
you
out.
be? And you can see Barth sort of tells him who you guys, a little bit about who you guys
He
are.
didn't mention God, right? He
Uh,
didn't mention.
He
right?
did not. He just sort of says like,
Okay,
"Oh, you
good.
guys are travelers."
Wow, that's
that are
not
here."
rude.
Whoa.
It's nice to meet you.
Why
It's nice
can't-
to meet you.
Well,
I
howdy.
convince
How you
them
guys doing here?
that
I'm
gods
We heard you had a
along the
run
same
in
farm with the tree and we
with
recognize the tree as a fellow
some
god.
creature that's been
I mean, that's up to you.
You mean
keeping.
the monster over at Monster Mountain?
Monster Mountain. That's
Okay,
Jack.
is it
The
Disney?
creature over at Monster Mountain. Now, let me tell you a little something about the creature.
Yeah,
over
tell
at
us.
Monster
Tell us
Tell
all
us
about
something.
it. Throw
Y'all
that shit
making fun
down.
of me or is that
No,
just-
no, let's go.
No, let's
He,
hear it.
he talks like that.
He-
I'm gonna kill Ross.
Why?
You see me? You see me like mess with my
That
throat.
one's
I'm like,
lost. I know which one.
Yeah.
I'm tops.
No, that's not.
Voice modulator.
I minor illusion us a little. We go in a like circle. Now you don't know who we are.
Minor illusion does not make a perfect
Okay.
illusion. It's also
I put
still.
a minor illusion blanket on your head, and we spin around a little.
It's not a physical
And
item.
All right, buddy. Minor illusion a wall in front of you. But before you go through it, we circle around.
But
and I
y'all,
don't know
wait,
who it is.
what?
He goes, well, let me tell you a little bit.
Yeah,
about
tell
the
us.
creature
Throw
over
that shit down.
Let's hear.
go ahead.
I had a little run-in back there.
Yeah.
Just let him talk.
Please do.
I reckon.
I hate you.
Now, the last thing I saw this thing was a couple of months ago. Now, my memory is not quite as vivid as I'd like it to be, just because of my old age. And you look at this dude; he is a human, and he looks to be about like the age of like 22. He
Is
goes,
he our size?
now, in my old no, he is still like
Is this tree stealing height?
Can I roll
Yeah,
He's like
insight
3
on
foot
this
two.
guy?
Oh,
to,
this tree's like-
kind of tell like
Yeah, stealing
if
people's
he's
height.
like out of
Oh
his
no,
fucking
everyone's
mind.
getting Levi.
Give me an insight.
The tree gets taller from every person that steals.
Nat
from it.
20,
Why it got
26.
so big. Y'all are losing your height.
So
too.
with
It's
that-
also taking their memories.
You kind of realize that, like, most of the people in here, even for other races, don't look that old. Like, usually if an elf starts getting a little bit older,
Right
the only
here.
thing that they gain a little bit of height, some sort of physical features start to change and alter and age. But not many people that you've noticed have sort of had that.
Yeah, this tree's definitely
Well, this-
not good.
I mean,
Yeah, we should probably run this down.
Why do y'all just assume the tree is evil?
look.
He goes,
Burn.
well,
Memory loss.
This
Races that are
monster
extra short.
it had no eyes.
That's
When I
what-
tried, and he takes out like a machete that he just has at his side. I tried to slash at it, and it did nothing. So I whipped out a little thing of fire, and I tried burning it, but it didn't do anything.
Fire doesn't solve everything.
How strong would you say you are? Can you
Well-
punch our main dude and hurting him?
Well, I don't want to hit
Here's
him.
here's
It had
a
horns.
story.
Would you want
And
to
it had
punch him in the metal?
claws. It had 2 claws. It hit me with its horns, and then it hit me with 2 claws, and then it turned around and whipped its tail.
Can we see these
Yeah.
claw marks that you have?
Well, no, it didn't leave a mark there, but it sure tried. But I got away right as it was coming in.
You
So
said it
yeah,
had
with
no
that insight
leave
check,
a
do
mark.
does this man sound believable?
It
No.
sounds
Over
like he is hyping it up way too much.
Well, he said no eyes.
as if
Barkeeper
maybe
said
he
lots of
doesn't
eyes.
exactly know.
It's a demon dog.
Sir,
It's like
if you
the
don't
size
necessarily know, I understand. Listen, you're not a monster slayer, and that's fine. You don't have to put on a show for us. That's our job. Just tell us what you know for
of a
sure.
It's their job to put on the show.
It is our job to put on a show. Would you like one?
Could you
What
wait till
the
he
hell are you
finishes?
talking
Start
about?
playing,
I'm telling
Old
the
Town
truth,
Road.
the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. right?
Sir, I'm gonna get down to his, I'm gonna level with him like this. Again, we're actual monster slayers. It's fine. You can just tell us what you know for
That's what I saw. It was blind,
objectively.
but it still sensed me.
So it can sense you in the dark. Okay.
And
Sounds like
it
a
had
man.
teeth, and it could bite you. It
I
had
reckon.
horns. It had claws, and it had a
How
tail.
large
No
would you
eyes.
say this creature
It
is?
was about 50 stories tall.
Oh,
Sir,
okay.
We're
it
done.
definitely wasn't 50 stories
It
tall.
was. It was up in the mountains. The monster mountains.
Sure, it wasn't. Sounds like a mountain.
How tall are they? You're very short.
50 stories.
50
job.
stories.
I guess 100 stories.
Why can't we see it then?
There was
Well,
one
it's up
story.
in the mountains. You can't even see
Yeah,
mountains.
but like it's 50
That's just the
stories.
natural curve of the
That's not how that
planet.
works.
Yeah, uh-huh. Of
That's-
this tower?
Shut.
What?
He
He,
thinks
he
barns.
looks up at the barn and he goes, I guess you could call that a tower.
No, because you said 50, 50
Hey.
stories, that's a tower.
You have a rooster I
Yeah.
can buy.
it'd be
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. It'd be a tower.
I guess you could, are you trying to eat
that
it
a
or
chair?
No, a pet.
Ross,
is
is
that
that
a
a chair
chair
behind him?
you?
Take a seat. You seem a little.
He looks back and he goes, I'm not.
You seem a
Just
little tired.
sit
Just take
down.
a seat.
I think
Leave this man
No.
He
be.
kind of feels and he goes, what the? Are you? Are y'all wizards?
Sure.
Kind of. Not the point.
You're
a wizard
here. What else can y'all do?
No. Don't you get off topic. Because they'll get off topic and they won't stop talking.
He's like,
Yeah, I'm
how the
400. I'm
hell are y'all
400
able to do all
pounds.
this?
I'm gonna play West
We're
Virginia.
actual
One hand?
monster hunters. That's
I
why
thought it was
we're
like
here.
600 both hands. Is
What?
it just like
We
It's 600,
hunt-
But
600
I've seen
each hand.
actual monster
It
hunters.
says up to 600 with like relative ease.
okay?
I'm gonna play West Virginia.
And I'm gonna be bouncing.
And you
my
can see
guy.
he's kind of getting like a little bit of sensory
With
overload at
effort.
this point.
Listen,
He
if
goes,
this
"Well, I need
interacts-
all y'all to
21.
calm down.
21 for that.
Oh yeah, it is. He's definitely an
I just start
eccentric.
curling Benji. Just
Okay.
nines. Just
So back
Senshi
to the
rest.
monster.
Can we
Hold on
make him
now, I'm
pass
getting a little
out?
bit of sensory overload here. What did you want to say to me?
Century? Century. You said
I want to
century.
run a quick experiment. Tell me about what is the earliest memory you have?
I guess being born,
That's a real.
reincarnated, I should say.
What?
What?
You're a human.
What?
Tell me
human.
about last month.
Well, last month
That's not fair. I can't tell you.
Yeah.
I went to the tavern. I visited the tailor.
Oh, you're right.
I got some food for some local people.
Tell me about the church on the hill.
That was a while ago.
What you
Well,
remember
I know,
being
I know it
born.
exists.
What happened to it?
Well, got I think a lightning bolt struck it and it got lit on fire.
Lightning bolt.
But not the tree.
Interesting, because the
Yeah, not the tree.
That's not how lightning works.
Well, the tree has water.
So that's-
Anyway,
Y'all.
what's your view on God?
Lightning doesn't- I thought
we
lightning
don't need to
strikes
know
though.
about that.
And he sort of
makes no
looks
sense.
over
What do you mean?
at
Because
and
it had
Barth
water in
goes,
it, it wasn't
now,
struck
Barth,
by.
why you got people coming in here
lightning strikes
walking
trees all the
around
time.
talking about
Yeah.
God?
Not
Alright.
God.
No, guys,
I
I
just wanna
thought
point out-
told you all to stop talking about this.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, why did we even bring that up? I thought we were over this. Stop mentioning it.
Well, it makes them uncomfortable, and we don't want to break the illusion. I don't think.
Now, what the hell are y'all on about gods?
Don't worry about all that.
Hey.
Well, no. Y'all are coming here asking me all these damn questions about monsters and telling me that what I think is not real. Now, what are y'all talking about?
Okay.
What are y'all coming here about gods?
So, now follow this. We've noticed an interesting lack of certain memories connected to the church, and that is a bit peculiar.
Now, why are you coming in here talking about stuff being strange rather than asking us to explain?
Because nobody remembers it.
He kind of cracks his knuckles and he goes, "Follow me." And he takes
Big
you
bets.
into
Yeah.
the barn, and he shows you that there are these two giant pigs. He goes, "And right here is old Betsy and old Bessie." And he closes the thing. He opens it back up, and then you see that there are two dead pigs. And then you see there are two alive pigs. Now, both of these guys, due to the power of the tree, have just been reincarnated.
Oh, okay. This is tree. Okay.
How did you?
Now, these two things will not remember anything from a little bit ago.
Does
Oh,
that
so
work on people?
Sir, I am 2,379 years old.
So then, yes.
Yes.
So what you're saying is, if we kill you right now,
We're not going to.
we're not going to, of course.
Realistically, you could. That would be kind of
We wouldn't.
rude.
We
but-
were
Well,
not.
like-
Just saying, if we killed you and then
Would you
reincarnated,
remember,
would you remember
us killing you?
Probably not.
Man, this is.
I look around. Is anyone watching?
And he sort of like goes over to the pig, and he starts like lifting it up over into a cart.
He's lifting this
That's
pig.
He sort of does that. And he looks over at both of you and he goes, "Would either of y'all mind helping?" As you lift up the thing.
But like the hind leg.
Okay.
Yeah, and you.
it's straight. It's like
So this
it
man-
doesn't flex. He
Lost.
just calls him a monster.
For what?
This entire place is.
We're gonna step out for a bit if that's okay with you. We do owe you some apologies though. Sorry for the late arrival and asking you a bunch of 100
Right.
questions.
Right.
You have a lovely day.
Right.
Okay. As soon as we get away from him, Bartholomew, I'm sorry
Are you gonna
about
have
that.
this
By the
whole
way,
hog?
Barth,
Put it in the car. Thank you.
Too hard.
you are. I gotta. Barth, so the things we're about to talk about are not to leave this circle.
Right.
Okay, interesting things. One, new rule. Stop with the God stuff for the time being.
Stop with the not God stuff.
No, they just take offense to it and they don't want to answer questions after that. Kind of want those answered. Two, so the tree has weird powers. It reincarnates souls, which basically makes it, in some essence, kind of divine.
Mm-hmm.
In an evil way?
Not necessarily evil,
Well,
but it is strange that the tree has that power.
They don't have memories.
They don't have
Wonder if
memories
I-
of what
I
killed
wonder
them.
if I'm in the barn and he closes it.
Interestingly
Right,
enough,
die?
though, huh?
If I'm in the
Well,
barn
We're
and he
not
closes it.
testing it.
It's not always that you are killed. Sometimes you just die naturally.
Are you born into a replica of your body or as a child?
You're born into sort of a replica of your body. Yes.
What's this guy in the table?
So it's not interesting. It's more
good.
like a.
Wow.
I don't. Yeah. Actually, it is exactly the spell coin. But
Some dude just
I
putting
wouldn't
them.
no, it's just.
This tree is the tree of life.
I think we need to take a closer look at the church.
Of what inside?
Well, there has to be something left over.
Well, we already checked. We found the books. They were burnt. The entire place
Honestly,
was burnt.
I think if you guys really wanted to prove that you were gods, I think taking down the monster would be a good way to do it.
Thank you.
Or
We can't find any fucking information on the
It's
gods.
in the
it's
mountains.
We
in the
just
mountain.
wander. It literally says it attacks wandering people.
it's in Monster Mountain.
Might as
And
well
he
just-
pointed
yeah.
at Monster Mountain.
50
He also said it
stories.
was 50. Sorry.
Look,
yeah, 50
look,
stories.
We might
Guys,
just go.
The description's inaccurate, but the place where it
Most
was.
of the
isn't.
things
You
said
also
it
head
was-
to the graveyard.
Yes, that man might be a better informant.
I feel like we should just go where we were told.
Alright.
Oh, Gorda!
How
We
we
could
take
just
a-
flip a coin.
Yeah, we can take a vote.
Graveyard heads.
No, wait, why
Monster
don't
Mountain
we do a
Tales?
vote? Because like more of us want to just go.
Yeah, I
attack.
mean, going to the mountains wouldn't be the worst thing we could
I mean, vote works, I guess.
Just go to the mountains, honestly.
do. I mean,
I'll go to the mountains with you, but if we don't find it up there, we're just going to end up back
that
at
is
the
that
graveyard.
is. I mean, where's the
Would you-
graveyard?
It's right there.
right here?
It's on the way there.
Yeah.
Well,
but
the
then
mountains are over here.
We would have to talk to people. And
I mean,
then
the
just
conversations
send
might go
two-
a bit smoother if we every time we talk to somebody didn't mention the God thing.
But I
Also, didn't
feel
try to play music to them while we were talking to them. Didn't threaten them
Wait,
with
wasn't the
knives,
whole thing
and
was
didn't
supposed
walk
to show
through
off
their
our
door.
talent?
The door
Wasn't
was
that
too
what
big.
you wanted me to do? Was
Yeah,
show
but
off
they,
talent?
okay. See, but here's the problem though.
This
They
entire
don't
campaign is just gonna
want
be him, like,
to believe
Let's
we're gods.
stop!
Let's just stop by the graveyard. We can
no,
go
no.
around.
Let's just go
Let's
to
just
the mountain.
go!
Let's go.
Go!
Fine. Just, we'll go.
Put the cookie down and go.
As long as it will keep them from talking to any more people. Barth, you do not want to follow us in this next portion.
Nah, we need a witness.
No, let's
We
ki- no,
do
let's-
need a witness.
Let's kill Barth so he doesn't remember.
Just bring the corpse back.
And you see Barth kind of look at you like, excuse me?
I didn't say that part out loud.
I just heard you.
Oh,
What did you say?
Basically said, why don't we just kill him so he can't forget, so he just forgets what happened.
Shut up.
I mean, we could kill her.
how old are
Nine.
you, Barth?
Technically could.
We
Old
nines.
enough.
No.
He's
You're
the
not.
only
You're
person
not.
in
What's
here
your
who
age?
believes we
Yeah,
might
how
be
old are
gods
you?
and likes us. So let's
I
not
kinda
do
stopped
that
keeping
because
track
if we
for
kill
a
him
while.
and
When
he
did you
forgets
stop keeping
us.
track?
A little while ago.
Why?
Yeah,
did,
what age?
Why
Yeah.
did
What's
you
the
stop keeping
latest
track?
age you remember?
I remember 28,000
Ah,
Why did you stop?
because
Castle?
it's an arbitrary number that means nothing.
that's right.
Anymore.
I thought we were
Especially
going
if
to the
you
mountains.
live
Why are
in
we
the-
We're going
What's
to
the
the
meaning
mountains.
of your life,
We're
then?
walking to the mountains as we're talking. to
I
them.
guess that's a good question.
2, 4,
Some people find meaning in some
6.
things. I find meaning.
Can you sprint
in
with us?
My wife.
Up to
I
600?
find
Yeah,
meaning
that's
in
0
the plants
impact
I
to
grow
my
in my
movement.
garden.
Are you fast enough?
Barth, go home
We're
and
30
be
feet.
safe.
No,
We're
we
going
need-
to go monster slaying.
Barf.
We'll bring back the body.
What if it disappears?
Why would it disappear?
Oh, reincarnate.
We
Should
never
not-
know.
do you think
We
we
literally
would
saw that it
disappoint
doesn't disappear.
everything?
Though.
If
Yeah,
the tree
it doesn't.
reincarnates it, then we piece together another part of the mystery.
Yo, if you kill Gornak,
We probably can't.
Honestly, the thing we should test out is if we reincarnate.
No,
Yeah, I don't
we
want
shouldn't
that to
do
happen.
that.
You did want to end your cycle of reincarnation. You have to be killed in the vicinity of the tree, or take your own life in the vicinity of the tree. But
How many people do that?
you see it every couple hundred years.
didn't you say someone died of old age?
Yes, you can die of old age all the time.
Yeah, but
Wait
the
a
guy
minute.
from the church
But did they
didn't
come back?
Yes.
The
The guy
man
from the
who owned the
church?
church isn't around anymore, and they told us he died of old age.
You told us he died of old age.
No, the guy at
The town hall.
I
did
mean, I don't know too much about that, but he might have died of old age near the tree, which does happen on occasions.
That must
if you're in
suck.
some parts of the hospital and you end up dying on the very, very, very northwest side, you can actually be considered there. But that is a designated part of said hospital where if you want to die either peacefully or in whatever state you're in, and you want to end your cycle,
Violently.
you can do it there.
Ah, nice. Okay, Bartholomew, we'll talk to you later. We're gonna go monster hunting now.
Right.
Right.
So we
Well-
head to the
Stop by if you ever feel like stopping by again, and let me know how that goes. If I don't see any of you here, I will assume the worst.
That's fair.
It's a
Goodbye.
fair thing to assume.
Alright, let's go.
Bye bye.
No.
And he walks back as you guys begin walking there. And as you guys get near the tree, as you guys are you guys heading this way up here, or are you
Direction
going
of the
the east way to church and then past it?
No, whatever route is fastest, I suppose.
Okay, so you head the northeast way. And as you do, you can see that the man who had stopped you before, he actually sees you guys. He kind of tries to. You can see he's definitely like trying to avoid you.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Not really that sorry.
I'm not sorry.
And you guys make it to the church. And yeah. Are you guys doing anything else in the church? Or are you guys heading just towards the mountain? You can see
Just
it's,
towards
I
the
think-
mountain.
Towards the mountain.
it's about 6 p.m. right now, so it is getting dark.
Good.
It is starting.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
going to start getting dark in the next like 2 hours.
What
Doesn't
is
seem
the
to matter.
best way to hunt a monster?
At night.
There we go.
Definitely not the safest, but it'll probably be out.
I mean, we can take a long rest.
Oh. I don't feel
Let's
safe
get into
resting
it.
in this town, to be honest.
I am starting to get a bit suspect of the town. Not the town's people
Nope,
necessarily.
I think they're gonna try to murder us, and the tree's gonna capture our souls.
Do you have a soul?
Yes.
Yes, he would. That's how he's autonomous.
I just go, yeah.
So you guys are heading to the mountains?
Yes.
It's cool. I
All
brought
right.
my harness.
Someone give me that survival check.
Not me, -1.
The tree does concern me, though.
I think the tree, it's more like a demon, and just kind of steals your soul and keeps you in
13.
purgatory forever.
19.
Take off.
Okay. And with a 19, you begin heading that direction, and after a couple hours, probably about 6 hours, you guys look up and you can see that there are mountains in the distance, probably about another hours away as you enter your cycle over there.
Alright, does anyone see it yet?
Does anyone have
No.
dark vision?
Well, you probably do.
You can see the silhouette of the
Do
You
I have dark
probably
vision?
do.
I don't
You're
think I
a
have dark vision.
war for, to be honest, at this point, I think.
I don't think
Aren't
dark
you a
vision's
robot?
good. You don't have dark
Robot
vision.
eyes?
I have red eyes when I'm wanting
We
to
could take a
fight.
nap. We could take a nap till the sun rises again if you all want.
No, I don't have that. Actually.
Or we can light up a lamp and continue moving.
Yeah, let's
Let's
do
light
that,
up
Mr.
a
Torchman. Light up your torch.
Yeah, I light a torch.
Okay. You light a torch. So you guys still heading out, or are you taking a little nap?
We are heading out.
Okay. And it takes you about an hour or two, and you have reached the foot of the mountain. As you guys look up, you can see that there is a little trail that has been kind of overgrown. You can see it's got a lot of plant life and just stuff sort of growing onto the path.
Have we once considered? Well, we don't know if it has feet. Fuck it, I'll look for footprints. He said it
Roll an
has.
investigation check.
No.
Do I see any animals
4.
around?
You don't see any footprints. What?
Do I see any animals around? Like birds, squirrels?
You do not see any wildlife, any fauna in the immediate area.
It's also nighttime.
Yeah.
Squirrels are still kind of out and about.
So you guys head up a little bit more, and after about 30 minutes of walking up, you realize that this path leads into a cave.
Cave dive. Yoo-hoo!
Why would we not want to catch it by surprise? If it's here.
So we're playing music.
And so yeah, do you guys
Dark
have,
Souls music?
Battle cry.
you have a torch? 9 says torch.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have any light or dark vision?
No.
Nope. Hercules must.
Heracles also has a torch.
Okay.
Ready to throw my daggers.
T-Rex. Out of the Jurassic
I got
Park.
2
the
daggers
torch.
going.
And yeah, so you guys begin walking in, and as you
Can this cave, is this cave as tall as 50 stories?
no, not the cave, but
The monster?
like
Yeah.
the mountain. Yeah, like it's a very tall mountain.
Well, yeah. The cave itself be interesting. but-
Nah, the monster
Yeah, it's-
is the
It
monster.
is not like Tarrasque size, how he was describing
How big is the mouth of the cave?
it. It's about 10 to 20 feet. It kind of alternates from that.
Do I
And
see
you
bats
guys
in there?
realize, you also see no fauna in the cave. Although you are starting to realize that there's a little bit more and more flora in this cave as the walls around you start to grow different like weeds and different blossoming flowers that it's kind of strange that they'd be blossoming in this dark cave. And as you guys are sort of walking, you can see the flowers sort of moving along with you, sort of like a sunflower does with the sun.
We're definitely burning everything.
Definitely a
Ominous.
monster.
So this is the origin of the tree then?
Perhaps. We don't know yet.
And then you come into an opening.
And there's a giant Venus flytrap.
That would be cool.
Well, probably wouldn't be the monster though. The way that it seems is the monster comes down and attacks people. If it's a Venus flytrap with feet,
Bro, it's just piranha plant.
it doesn't have feet. It's just a bowl. It hops around places.
It's
And
real.
you guys enter a large open area. And as you are sort of looking around, you can see that there is a ton of different areas of greenery. And as you are looking around in this cave, you look back and realize the door behind you has been sealed off by a wall of vines.
Fire.
And you look up and see that the top of this cave is just sort of open, allowing the moonlight in. As you can see that the moon is right above you guys, giving you guys not dark vision, but dim lighting. If you have a torch, obviously you're gonna have bright light, and then
That's
the
stealth
dim
torch.
light from a torch is now considered normal light. Yeah. What do you guys do?
I throw my torch at the wall of vines behind us.
Stealth check.
Give me a stealth check.
Natty.
Natty 20.
Yep. 26 total.
Okay, yeah, and with that, you can assume that you're pretty stealthy. Roll to hit.
Me?
Yep.
Just gonna eat. It's gonna open up to the torch and then close.
Natty one.
You throw this torch out as a vine reaches up and whips around this torch. Everyone roll for initiative.
Just fuck.
Interesting.
21.
Lucky I get a plus 30.
It's a hot, sexy lady. Viney lady.
Why did you throw the torch and not just like turn around and like burn it?
Supposed to throw it towards the ground. I don't know. Don't
That's
ask me.
sick.
14.
It felt right.
Oh, that one was
It
nice.
felt right just to go.
Alright.
When I throw it, the whole stick is on fire at that point.
All right, so
All right, you guys. Fire
Christian,
damage.
what did Heracles get?
Heracles got a 12.
Okay. What did Nines get, Benji?
14.
14. Let's go over here. What did Oron get? Austin?
21.
21. What did Ross get?
17.
What did Toss get?
What'd you get?
He's proud of himself right now.
Got a 6.
6.
Wow, they
Okay.
didn't even hit double digits.
Yeah, I know.
Loser.
Don't worry, I re-rolled twice. I got a 19 on my last one, so I feel pretty good.
I wrote that one, so this is way better than the last time.
Luck's not
And
good.
what is your Dex modifier, Jason?
It should be like a second highest stat.
+5.
Okay. So first in the order is going to be Oron. Next in the order is going to be Ross.
Monster.
Next in the order is going to be Sweet Monster.
Puppy chulo. If it's not a hot monster, babe, I don't know.
Bro, if it's not a hot monster, babe.
And then next in the
Still
order
gonna try to
is
fuck it.
going to be Nines. And then after that it is going to be Heracles. I'm just going to write Hera. Then after that it's going to be Toss.
Hera is an annoying.
He's Ross.
Okay, past perception 19. Do I
Argus
see
is
anything
the-
around? Like,
Hera's fine.
does anything?
You see a bunch of different spots of plant matter.
It's a big plant, but
Your torch is gone. Heracles still has a torch. I'm gonna take Heracles' torch.
I'm
you
gonna
guys
start
knock-
throwing
you guys
water
knock
at
on
the
you?
plants. Like,
Yeah,
no,
that's what I'm doing.
I love you guys.
That's what I grabbed his
my
torch
finger
for.
hand, my fire hand.
Yeah, but that's small. That's a small thing. So, yeah, I'm gonna take my gourd. I'm gonna take some of that sweet liquor, put it in my mouth, and I'm just gonna blow flames at like a big patch of greenery.
Okay, and how exactly does that work?
I'm just basic. I think it would be just like improvised weapon. It's definitely no like burning hands, but I'm actively turning the
Look
torch
up
into a
oil
flame.
flask.
One shot's the monster.
Did you roll?
After that, it will be Ross. So, what do you want to do while he is looking that up?
Is there like a figure in this room?
You don't see any figures. You just see a bunch of different shades. Not shades, but you see a bunch of different like patches of grass. Let's get the order. Say Oron is. Oh god, let's do this. Let's do this.
Can I make a nature
Red.
check to see if I know anything?
5 fire damage.
Five fire damage.
Yeah, if I was, I'm assuming I'm not throwing it as well. I'm not throwing an oil flask,
Yes.
but it's just 5 flat fire.
5 flat fire. Okay, so
And it continues to burn
I'm gonna turn this down a little
for
bit.
2 rounds.
Okay. Does it make a save or?
Any creature that enters the area. No, it just says any creature that enters the area that is on fire.
Cool. You said 5 fire damage.
Yep.
So So after you drink this and you spit it out like flame, and you get the feeling that it did a standard amount of which patch are you doing it to?
Probably the one closest to us over there. 1.
Okay. So 1 takes 5 fire damage. And you can see this entire thing is on fire. Next in the order is going to be Ross. What do you do?
It's weird fighting.
My illusion flamethrower.
What?
My illusion
Fireball?
flamethrower.
I wish it. I just gotta get. Fuck. What do I do against? I guess I'll just like start cutting it.
You wanted to go fight the plant monster. You can prepare for shit.
Okay, which one are you going to try to cut?
Well, that's on fire, so I don't want to get near that. It'll burn my sail.
The door maybe that's blocking us.
Well,
It might just be able to grow it back.
yeah. So that's fair. Hey, can I get some like? Can you soak my 2 daggers and then I just burn them and throw them at the patch
Soaking on what?
with alcohol? Don't you
I'm not
have-
the drunken one.
You drunkard.
Yeah, I'd use my action and shit, dog. I don't know if I can just give it to you. You can probably take it from me.
Can I
suppose.
take it from him?
Yeah, you can take it, and I can say you can dip them in
Just
the
pour it over.
Yeah, I'll just pour it over. Yeah.
Yeah. You
And
take
then-
that booze and you pour it all over your ones. They're not on fire
Why didn't you just pour the booze on the plant?
That was my next move, was to go to a different plant and just set.
You could have gone with.
yet. Okay, and next in the order it is going to be the monster, and let's get everyone's position up here. Oron, you're about right here, right?
Yep.
After that, Ross, where are you?
Next to him.
You're right next. That's facts. You are right next to him. After that, it's going to be Nines.
It's
where
right there
are
by
you?
the door.
Right here by the door. After that, it's going to be Heracles. Where are you?
Probably over by 9s.
Okay, right there by Nines.
You're gonna
Then
run
after
through the
that,
door.
Toss, where are you? Right
You
about
could
here.
try
in the
to-
middle
you could
of
just
it all.
full on sprint at it.
Okay,
Okay,
you
we're
guys
gonna bust
see
down the
this
door.
monster.
The door
and
will die
all it
from
does is begin getting a little bigger.
Yeah, fuck.
And it just begins growing at this rapid pace. And then you guys see a very small piece start to begin growing out of the floor.
Stop that.
Okay, and that's the end of its turn. Nines, what do you do?
Start eating.
Start grubbing.
Start boiling it. Wait.
So what do you do?
Has anyone got a pot on them?
Cooks utensils? Maybe.
Start.
That's fair. He did kind of give us a hint that like moss
I did-
dies.
I
boiling
do
water.
have cooking utensils, so I do have a.
Just start cooking this shit. Fucking.
Yeah, start making boiled water and throw
Just-
it.
Yeah, we
Wait,
got time
shit.
for that.
I'll set up camp.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
We can use a dagger
So-
and like chop it into 5
So I'm gonna get
pieces
some.
and then-
I'm gonna. Is it? So you said I can take some. I'm gonna take the booze from him,
Okay.
and then I'm going to. So I'm gonna move. How far would you say this is from the door to
Not
2?
very far.
I'm gonna go him, grab it, and then move to in front of 2. And then I'm gonna drink some wine, and I'm gonna turn on my little torch finger and blow onto
Just
it.
pour it on it. and
Oh yeah, I
touch
can do
it.
that. I'm just gonna dump it all around the edges and. Doop.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. I'll say that's probably about the last little bit of alcohol you guys have. And
He's
yeah,
just like,
you
Dumped out my whole
light
goddamn
it all
gourd.
on fire. Roll for flask damage.
This is flat 5.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just flat 5. Okay. And 2 in that case takes 5.
I'm
And
assuming
then
nobody has
next
fire.
in the order is going to be Heracles. What do you do?
gonna walk up. That's all on fire, right?
Yep. And sort of all of this is on fire too.
Well, 2 looks like the big one in the middle, so I'm gonna go up to that and we'll start off strong. We're just gonna divine smite.
Okay.
Walk up in the clay.
Light what up? I got a big sword.
Pull up my shovel and start scooping it.
Right, I'm gonna roll to hit.
Okay. After that, it's going to be toss.
17.
That definitely is.
Measure's AC class was like 20.
Right, I'm gonna do
It's
my...
got diamond leaves.
It's armor class. That's what you said.
Yeah. It's AC class.
It's got diamond leaves on.
Right, that's 13 Warhammer, so bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then with the
Smite.
divine smite, we got an extra 10 radiant.
13 bludgeoning and then 10 radiant. So 23 total on number 2. And as you sort of do this, what are you using?
My Warhammer.
You take your Warhammer out, and as you slam down, you see a ripple of radiant energy just sort of engulf most of this, along with the fire that is just slowly burning. And as you do this, it sort of helps the fire move across it, almost as if you were just literally just boosting the fire. As you see this entire thing begin to shrivel and wither, and you get the feeling that it has stopped growing and it is stopped living. Next in the order, Toss, what do you do?
I'm gonna go use Dissonant Whispers on number 3. Because I feel like they have feeling.
So you're using Dissonant Whispers?
Yeah.
What does that do?
A creature of my choice within range can hear racking it with terrible pain. Target must make a wisdom saving throw. On failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage. And
I
must
rolled a
immediately use this
13.
reaction if available to move as far away as speed. Yeah, it doesn't do
13?
15.
Okay, so it takes that damage.
2d6.
3d6.
3d6. Whatever.
Which one are you using it on?
3.
3.
So 7.
Seven.
It was 7 total?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear you then. Yeah, so it takes 7 total damage. And next in the order is going to be Oron. So basically just what happened that turn, Oron came over, splashed number 1 with booze and fire.
Is this thing fully engulfed, or is it just like...
It is partially engulfed, and you can see it is becoming fully engulfed. How much damage does it take at the beginning
Another
of
5.
this turn? Another 5. This thing fully shrivels up as you have just
Scoop some-
completely
Okay,
burned.
is it still kind of burning?
There's one behind.
Yeah, but you can tell it is like dead and withering away.
Okay,
That
I'm
one
gonna take out my blanket from my bag.
Okay.
I'm going to try to get it to light. I'm gonna run over to 5 with my burning blanket.
Okay, yeah, so this thing is just continued burning. You hold out this thing as a bonus action. It lights.
Throw it on 5.
You run over and throw it on 5.
Yeah, and I'm gonna hit it with my stick.
I'd say throwing it is probably your action.
I'm a key
Roll
point
to
and I'm gonna
hit.
punch it.
Oh,
roll.
key point punch? Okay.
Key point punch. What?
He balls it up and
Oof. Oof. That's a natty fail, dog.
Now 1?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna roll D100.
I've rolled really well up until this moment.
Damn, bro. Imagine.
I kind of saw it coming. I knew it was gonna happen.
So, you take this thing and it starts burning up a little bit too quickly. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a choice here. Do you want to either let it burn you a little bit and then also burn this creature, or are you going to drop it?
I'll take this. I'll take the damage.
Okay, you take.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna roll a d12 for this.
Oh,
Oh damn.
I take more damage than
You take 8 points of fire damage.
Ow.
boy. Ooh.
As this thing begins burning your arm, but you manage to throw it onto number 5, and it takes 5 damage.
Damn, bad trade.
Okay,
I'm
Okay,
gonna.
it'll
I
have
still gotta.
taken.
I still point. I'm still use that key point. God damn it!
roll that to hit.
Punching this stupid fucking plant.
There is one spawning behind you. Well, not behind us.
Nope, it's not there.
Well, no.
It's one of us.
22,
That definitely hits.
8 bludgeoning.
And yeah, you get the feeling that the bludgeoning portion didn't do as much damage as you sort of thought it would.
Oh, that's what I
And
did.
this thing is only taking 9 damage total.
Gotcha.
But when Heracles hit it with
It was,
his
smite,
radiant
yeah.
damage, you get the feeling that the radiant damage really kicked it
Yeah,
over.
but 5 is the target right now. Fuck.
And yeah, so basically that scene played out. You lit this thing on fire, you began running, and you didn't really look at this blanket as it was burning up. And I just realized it was a little bit too late, so you kind of held on to it a little bit longer and threw it onto this thing, and then punched it. And then there you are now. Next up is Ross. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna go as I pass Mr. Robot Man here. I'm gonna light my 2 blades. What?
Take care of that.
Take care of what? Yeah. that's what I'm
Super
doing.
small one that's
Super small.
growing behind
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
one.
9's has it.
Yeah, 9's has it.
Probably.
I'm working on. Well, this one's dead, so.
Yes, I'm gonna
Oh.
go for the oversized.
Go for the one that's behind that one. 'Cause that one's
No.
gonna start growing.
What, the door
Number
that got
4.
blocked? Oh, why would I go for that when I can go for 3?
Yeah, he's gonna help me out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to 3 and just like, boom, boom,
Throwing some damage.
throwing some flaming daggers at it.
Okay. Roll some to hits.
Okay, does an 18 hit?
An 18 hits.
It doesn't. What? So what do I do with that? Do I use my damage and plus 5?
Damage plus 5. Specify that it's 5 fire damage and X amount of
6 piercing damage, 5 flame.
You get the feeling that the piercing damage didn't do as much, but the fire damage definitely did it. So it has taken 15 damage total.
It's not fucking dead.
And so yeah, you have basically run up to this thing, lit your daggers on fire, and thrown them as flame begins to spread at the impact of where you have thrown these daggers. And next in the order is the monster. And you see where you guys have burned these things up, they don't seem to be regrowing. However, you see some of these beginning to form a little bit more and more as this one starts getting even larger and larger. And I'm gonna roll a d6. Heracles, make a dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty. I think I might have bonus because of my feet. 1 second. I guess it was still a nat 1. I was seeing if it would give me a
Okay.
yeah.
You have to keys.
Yeah, so with that, you definitely fail.
Mhm.
And this thing shoots up a little vine. And you can see that it's got a bunch of prickly spikes on it. And as you were sort of looking at it, you're thinking, oh, it's too far. It's not going to hit me. It shoots all of these at you. You take 8 points of piercing damage as these things spike into you. Toss, give me a dex save.
Thought that was Ross.
It is.
That is Ross.
But he looked at me, so.
No, I'm looking at an 8.
Oh.
No, that's
What?
Ross.
You said Dex?
That's
Nate's
toss.
No.
You said Dex?
Yes, dexterity
Okay,
save.
I'm a bit.
17.
And you save only taking half damage as you take 6 points of piercing damage.
God.
I'm sorry, 5 points of piercing damage. As this thing sprouts up near you and shoots out at you. But next in the order is going to be 9s. What do you do?
I'm gonna walk over the 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna slash it.
Roll to hit.
One that's growing.
I'm gonna go right in between
Not that
5
growing,
and 4.
one growing
Actually,
on the floor.
5 and 4. Okay. And you're going to hit 5?
I'm gonna hit 5.
Okay.
Well, I failed every single time.
Listen, it's not our fault. We said it out loud. He heard us.
Nope.
No, didn't happen.
Dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, that definitely is.
Do you have any more spells?
2d6.
2 more.
Seems like it's you
I
taking
have
care of that
all
dog.
of my spells.
I don't have
And what exactly are you doing?
I'm using my greatsword.
Magical
So
thing
it's
that does it.
slashing.
We just
Not,
most of us don't have it.
yeah, slashing, not piercing, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, slashing. So I'm basically using my
Yeah.
machine just in case.
Because that thing wouldn't have taken 15
How much damage was it?
if it wasn't.
It's
Because he only
7,
did 5 fire damage.
11.
And like
11.
half piercing.
Again, you get the feeling that it didn't do as much. However, as this thing is sort of burning up, you manage to chop down some of the
Oh.
pieces that were moving.
I totally forgot I could reroll the 1s and 2s. But it shows up some dice, you said?
Yeah, it shrivels
As
up
a
and
bonus
dies.
reaction, since I killed it, I get an extra attack.
Okay, cool, yeah. Are you hitting 4?
Yeah, that's what I did.
I mean, I'd hope so. I hope you're not just like whacking your teammate.
19.
That barely hits.
Woo!
Barely hits thing standing still.
Max damage. That's 12 plus the 4. That's 16 damage.
16, again, you get the feeling that this greatsword doesn't do as much damage as you were expecting it to do. But you deal a good chunk of damage as you are taking this greatsword and slamming it in, cutting a little bit of the vines. And, yeah, next in the order is Heracles. What do you do?
Alrighty, so 3 still up and 4 still up, right? And then the sprout.
3, 4, and Sprout.
Okay.
I like that.
I will. I guess I'll place myself. If I stand in between the sprout and 3, will I be able to reach both of them?
You could run over to the Sprout, and then you could
Okay.
run over to
Alrighty, I will. Yeah, I guess I'll run over and hit the sprout.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That's a thought.
23.
That hits.
Alright, and then I won't smite it this time.
I'm trying to
Good.
fucking
That's 11
smushes it.
bludgeoning.
11 bludgeoning. Again, you get the feeling that it didn't do quite as much as you were hoping it to do. I'm going to label this
X.
6.
6. How much damage? You said 11? We'll round up. You take 6 points.
I do only have so many smites.
Okay, and are you doing anything else with the rest of your turn?
Let's see, Ross toss. No, I'll stand here and stand guard for
The old
toss.
guard.
Okay. The next in the order is Toss. What do you do?
You're gonna handle 6. I'll finish off 3. I guess I'll hit 3 with some dissonant whispers again.
Toss is just laying out really
Yeah,
hurtful
really
rhymes.
Toss is like,
You're not that
He's
great.
battle rapping.
you
the
vine
fight is what
bitch,
he's
you
doing.
suck.
Yeah.
You're just a vine.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just
trash.
Fucking
You're
garbage.
not even the good Vine. Vine ended a while ago, dude.
You're not even funny.
You got replaced with TikTok, dog. You don't even look like you do photosynthesis like a normal plant.
Like a normal plant. Take 14.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
that's right.
Dissonant whispers, right?
Yeah.
18 plus 0, 18.
It beats
Does it
it, but
take
takes
half or?
I
Cash,
think.
so 7.
So 7?
Yeah.
It takes 7, and with this, it actually does begin to shrivel up as, well, one, the fires are sort of growing, but it also seems to have taken actual damage from this psychic assault.
You called it mean words.
And you guys are all noticing now that this smoke is sort of like wafting up into the night sky.
People are gonna get real curious about this.
That's fine.
Next in the order is Oren. What do you do?
I'm gonna go over to 4,
Absolutely.
and instead of attacking it, I'm gonna take out my tinderbox.
Okay.
I'm like, hey, 9, watch my back. I'm gonna start trying to light it with the.
Yo, bro.
Hey,
Just grab my hand.
yeah, but your hand doesn't have oily rags. Tinderboxes do if you read the item description of tinderboxes.
Yeah. You do that.
Piece of
Which
shit.
is, I guess, use oil flask for this?
5
It takes
again.
5 damage. And yeah, you see that shit starts to get lit on fire.
It gets lit.
It's lit. Taking 5 damage, bring that to 13. Next in the order is Ross. What do you do?
Punch it.
Well, we don't really need that part.
Just attack 6.
Just toxic.
I think 3 is fully engulfed in flame.
3's
Yeah,
dead.
3's dead.
Yeah, I guess I'll go attack 6. What up, boys?
Yeah, you run over to 6, and what do you do to attack it?
I don't have that fire, but I do have
I'd say you
dissonant whispers.
To make another save.
Okay, yeah.
I'm telling it that it looks like a potted plant.
Oh.
Your leaves wilted.
11 plus 0.
So
11.
yeah,
You look like a discounted plant.
4
at Final
damage.
Lowe's.
Solid.
Yeah.
And
That
as you do
is
that,
crazy.
you see this plant stop growing for a second.
Its feelings are hurt. It's like, wait. The leaves I have right now, they're wilted?
And yeah, it stops growing for a second, and then it is now its turn. And then it begins growing a little bit more and more. All 3 of you make a dex save. Everyone make a dex save.
Everyone,
You die.
15.
19.
What do you save?
12.
17.
That's it.
You fail, save.
8.
You fail. Those who failed, you guys will take 12 points of damage.
Oh my
Oh.
Damage.
Holy
Those who succeeded, you take
Yeah.
6.
I'm gonna use my Stone's Endurance
Okay.
and use my reaction to reduce the damage by 12 points of damage.
Good shit.
Man,
So,
I
yeah,
passed the goddamn thing. And
You guys all look as more and more of these vines
How many did I
start
take? You said
appearing
6,
up.
right?
6. These vines start appearing up, and you can see the spikes on them. They
That's
seem
half
to
my
just
health.
pop off
Hmm?
as if
That's
they're
half
just
my health.
exploding outward, and they all sort of just start hitting you. Next in the order is 9s. What do you do?
Somebody
I'm gonna
save
swing on it.
Ross.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
You dead?
Oh, yes, I'm dead.
Oh
Yeah,
my
he's
god.
unconscious.
Okay, yeah, toss goes down.
I'm gonna swing on it.
Okay, roll the hit.
Fuck. Does a 10 hit?
You swing at this thing and you see a little bit of flame engulfs it as it just hits, and when you connect, you realize you just hit straight ground. Next in the order, unless
Oh.
you can do anything else.
I'm just gonna movement and then use medicine. Or
I think it's
Can I stabilize him?
He has lay on hands. He has healing spells. It's fine. I think. he
You'd
has
have to
healing
stabilize him as an action.
Bonus action?
No, no.
No, action.
Yeah, you're just fucked. You're fucked, bud.
Yeah.
Next in the order is going to be Heracles. What do you do?
I would have killed it with just running over 6.
That is an option.
Yeah, just
He
fucking
just
takes
picks you up, tosses you against the wall. Stay over
Just
there.
picks you up, starts beating you against the moss. Ding, 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 ding.
This is how doctors do it, right?
Improvised weapon.
Humans burn longer than sticks.
Mhm.
Light them on fire.
Some worse.
I think you guys got the one over there handled.
No.
Probably.
I think so.
If you get me up, I'll just vicious marker and
I'm gonna smite it.
stuff. Smite it. Fucking kill it.
Ooh, actually, maybe not. Does a 10 hit it?
No.
No, it does not. So you
Bardic Inspire.
slam down your warhammer
You're also
down to this
fucked.
thing.
You have to
as
do
you
it.
see
Fucking
another
dead.
ripping
You have to do it
wave
on his turn.
smite.
Would it be flanked?
No.
Circles
Radiant
don't
damage?
have-
Crazy how we
If it
haven't
would
used
have hit.
Bardic.
I think he gets
If
to
it
call
would've
that.
hit?
Yeah, is that?
I think he gets to call whether he smites something or not.
No, it's
after.
if I hit, I can call to smite it.
Oh, okay. But it would have been radiant damage?
Let's see, when you hit him, you can expend one spell slot to deal radiant damage.
So yeah, you kind of hit it and you see just a small radiant ripple through it, but although you definitely have hit this thing, it does not
This can be
seem
added after seeing
as though
roll
it is
before
fully
knowing
knocking it out
Mhm.
as the fire did.
Mhm.
Next in the order is Toss, I will be making a death save. For anyone who doesn't know, in a lot of the campaigns that I run, I have a homebrew rule where I, the DM, will roll the death saves to add a little bit of suspense to the players and to the audience. So I've made the first one, and I'm not going to react to whatever I roll, so you guys don't know whether or not
Gasp.
he saved or failed.
Mushroom sniping?
Thanks.
He quivered his lip. It's definitely
You're dead, bud.
And you guys won't know that until you check. So, next in the order is Orin. What do you do?
Staff, 23 to hit.
Of course. Also, it takes 5 fire damage.
Yep. And the
one more
punch
time.
is 14.
That hits.
Punch, I thought you said staff.
I did both. I do both.
Stop doing both.
You did.
Stick to one. Stop.
Total 8 plus 5.
Yeah, you smack down on this thing as one of the vines begins reaching up at you. You smack
Fuck
it
outta
away
here.
as it sort of shoots spikes off in the other direction, and you realize the flame has fully engulfed this thing, leaving it lifeless.
Alright, cool. I'm going to use my movement to get over to 6.
Okay.
Tinderbox in hand.
And you don't get to use said tinderbox, but
Yeah.
you have it out. Let me say that. And next in the order is
Hissing
Ross.
whispers.
You don't want me to heal you?
No, fuck
No,
Dissonant
no,
whispers.
heal him.
No, I'm
Dissonant whispers.
So you're
I will
casting Dissonant
survive.
Whispers?
Oh, yeah. He just has to lay on hands
Yeah,
him at some
I
point.
still
Or
have-
not.
It
on hands,
rolled
sorry.
a nat 1, so it fails.
Sorry.
13.
And it takes 13 points of damage as you see it sort of stop for a second.
It's a paladin thing.
And then it
I was
continues
gonna say,
to
I
keep
can
on
stabilize?
This one is
Is
stronger
that a
than the
thing?
rest.
If you have a
All
medical
4
hit.
of you make a dex save.
I'm going to
Dexterity
go
save.
down.
Damn, bro, imagine
Oh,
going
me
down.
too?
Fucking losing.
How can I be dexterous? I'm on the ground.
Well, if it hits you.
You should have.
That's fair.
Fuck.
You instantly failed that one.
Yeah.
Wait,
give
that
me
means if-
one fail.
Oh, okay.
So if he failed on the roll that
I have
the
to.
death save, and then it goes to his turn, and I roll again, and he fails, he does die.
Wait, what?
Dead.
Yeah. Die.
So if
No,
y'all
no,
could
no.
hurry this up and either save me or kill the thing.
Give me 18.
14.
18. Is this a he's
How's it
mailing me?
already?
This is a ranged attack roll.
Okay.
Yeah. It's also spikes.
It's not a ranged attack roll, it's a ranged-based attack, but it's a save.
It's
18.
Do not
You
let me
save.
die by it.
You save.
It doesn't matter.
I
14.
swear to God.
You save.
Do I need to
You
roll?
don't need to, Benji. Yeah, so those of you who saved, or those of you, it's another 12 and 6. Fail, you take 12. Save, you take
Even if I get an
6.
18? Oh my god.
I'm down.
Okay, and you watch as these spikes hit your friend Oren as he falls to the
Somebody
ground
else with
unconscious,
a
leaving
fucking
his
tinderbox.
tinderbox.
Just kill him.
I don't
right
have.
there. No
Yes.
fire. There it is.
If I check your inventory and I find a goddamn tinderbox in that shit.
Probably.
You do absolutely.
Yeah, you definitely do. It's a standard starting equipment.
Lucky for you, I had nothing walking in.
Yeah, I don't.
No,
even
we
know
all
how-
had stuff
I
coming
know,
in.
that's
I have a
the joke.
disguise kit.
Did you add the adventurer's starting equipment?
Next in the order. Nice.
I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna put the tinderbox.
Okay, so you have a tinderbox out right now?
Picks the
Yes.
tinderbox up off my body.
What
Are
I
you
just- no,
picking up the tinderbox?
I'll just
Am
throw
I
his
equipment?
tinderbox and waste the whole thing.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you pick up the tinderbox and throw it into it. Roll to hit.
Hmm.
A ranged tackle.
Weird. Did y'all take performer stuff instead?
that would.
Ooh, that's a 5.
So yeah, you throw it and you kind of
Why did you throw it?
I didn't throw it. I just kind of went light it. You said throw it, so I kind of.
Oh, I'll let you add your melee attack modifier rather than dex.
It's a 9.
Okay, yeah. You try to throw it down, and as you do it, you realize the plants sort of form around where you threw it, and it doesn't make like an explosion of flames or anything, so it doesn't really catch fire. You can also, though, if you wanted to jump into the plants, grab the tinderbox, and throw it, you could definitely try that, or if you had your own other way.
I mean, I can just pull mine out.
That's fair, but I'm gonna say you probably just use your action to
Oh, that's right.
like throw it down already,
My
so you could
tinderbox?
prepare
I
it.
took his tinderbox. I
Oh.
thought.
Correct.
So I still have mine. So it's
Save
still.
if you fell again.
Can't I?
No.
Yeah, on
I-
your turn.
I have a fail.
You failed your turn.
But if I had
You
Yeah,
used
you
your
did
action.
just try to do it.
failed.
Yeah, so you used your action, so you can't try to light it on fire again.
I'd say with the, on next turn you try. But next in the order is Harrow. What do you do?
Use
I have
an
a
object
candle.
is an action in combat.
Yes. Use an action is use an
Use
object
an
is an
action.
action in combat. So if you want the rule.
You pick it up, or you can just kind of get your weapon and go. Just kind of scoot it.
Smite it.
You can smite it.
Or heal us, that's also something you could do.
What are you trying to do?
With dead people,
Right.
maybe.
Smite.
You're just trying to hit it.
Yeah, I'm gonna smite
Okay.
it. If I hit, it was kind of crooked, so I'll take the lower one,
He also has you.
which is still a 17.
That hits.
All right, and I'll do the damage. And that's 9 bludgeoning and 10 radiant.
Okay, and this thing takes that damage plus 5, 38. Again, you get the feeling that the radiant damage going through this thing, it's enough to like stop it for a second, but it just continuously regrows, and it's almost as if just the last time you had used radiant damage
Is
on
with
it,
the
it was while it was
conjunction,
on fire.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
And
bad.
it just sort of helped the fire.
Yeah. Next turn,
Next in the order is Toss, who will be making a death saving throw. He definitely has one fail starting out because of his hit. So depending on what the first roll was and what this roll was, he could something could happen. But again, I won't tell you guys that until he is checked on or healed.
Make mine
or
as
whatever.
well.
Make yours as well. Yeah, that's right. It is. And that is your first death saving throw. Next in the order is Ross. What do you do?
Now I'm at a little. So if I heal you, right?
You absolutely
I'm
should.
at 5 health.
Yeah, Jim.
Get
says
him up.
He has at least one fail.
What'd your character do? Don't
Yeah, your
metagame
brother
this.
is. Yeah,
You
your
would
brother is
look at
dying.
my brother and be like, "This is what you get
Tough
for."
luck.
But what if he dies?
I am so much better. Well, I could res him.
He's tired of being in my shadow. He's not
Yeah,
worried.
exactly. This
How
is
could
me
he-
now.
yeah, how
Wait,
could
can
I
you?
am.
he
Wait.
can't, no, he can't res him.
I'm
Definitely
mercy.
can't.
I'm mercy.
You can make a medicine check to stabilize.
No, I'll just cast fuck, what's it called?
Healing word.
No, I don't have weirdo. I have cure wounds. Mwah.
Okay, yeah. You cast Cure Wounds.
It's 10 health. 10
Am I
damage.
alive?
Is he alive?
You go to cast it on him, and as you sort of two hands down on his chest, he pops back up.
And kiss him. I kiss him for it.
Okay, yeah, you kiss him right in his forehead.
Fucking sleeping
And
beauty.
are you out of spell slots now?
No, I've only used 2.
You said 10.
Okay. How many spell slots do you have?
3.
Yeah, I got
Full
one.
caster. Or half.
Thank God.
Bards have
For
full
some reason, I
caster.
thought you were.
In my mind, what had happened was Caleb had nat 1 his first death saving throw, and then he got hit, and I was like, he might be dead. He might be dead. He might actually just
No,
be
he
dead.
rolled an 18 on the first roll, and then he got hit, and then he rolled a 2, and so he was at 1 save, 2 fails.
Wow, if you hadn't healed him, he definitely would have died.
Yes, he would have died.
He would have been dead.
Good job, guys.
I'm gonna die now.
Okay, and
Guys, this is not going to the second.
can you do anything as a bonus action?
Bardic of Inspiration.
Run away.
Who are you giving inspiration to?
Big man.
Do Bardic Inspirations count for
Okay.
death saving throws?
No.
Damn.
Next in the order is the monster.
Ah, fuck.
Probably should.
You guys know the drill. Make a dex save.
I'm dead.
We
There's
all
no-
go
Oh, I
down.
can still die.
Yeah, if you fail. Which
Don't
I hope you
fail.
He
don't
has rolled
fail.
superbly well on damage. Not this one though.
19.
You save.
17.
For how
You
much?
save.
Bardic Inspiration.
20, 30.
Oh, you gave
You
me
save. Austin fails.
17.
You save. You guys take 5 damage if you failed.
Oh.
Oh, okay. oh
What,
my.
3 damage?
3 damage if you
Okay.
save.
I was gonna say like that would
You still
put me
up?
at 1
Yeah, I'm still
HP.
up.
So you can't
As
kill this
again,
thing unless it's on fire and the guy looking
A
at you.
veil of
He has
vines
attention.
appears and then just shoots spikes at you.
Like that
As
bitch.
you
Made
guys
of
feel
metal!
more-
Quick question.
Yeah, it pierces your metal.
The wording
Bruh.
on this says when a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you with an attack. This is like an area of effect.
Yes.
So you wouldn't consider that?
Probably.
It doesn't
what
say-
are you trying to do?
I have a move called Interception where I can like kind of like block damage for an ally.
Does it just block straight damage, or
I roll and then it will block up to whatever I roll for damage. But it doesn't say like targets a target only. It says if it hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you. So it's a weird wording. I wanted your opinion on that.
sure? I'll say it applies.
I'm gonna go to block in between Orin then. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't want him to take more damage.
Okay, roll for that damage. Blocking.
That is 10 points of damage blocked.
Okay, he does not take a fail on that save.
Woo! Still technically alive, baby.
I'll just run up
And it
and
is
then
now Nine's
just
turn.
shield.
What do you do?
Use your tinderbox.
I'm gonna use my tinderbox.
Okay.
And I'm going to
Roll to hit.
I'm going to
Bardic
put a
Inspiration.
rag on it and
Bardic
Yeah, do you have
Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration?
No, I have
no,
it.
he has it.
No, I just get it's fine. I got it.
Are you using
Yeah,
yours?
I'm using mine.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna use it. I got 17.
I was gonna say you also can't do that because
That's an
on your
action,
turn.
isn't it? Or
It's a bonus action.
Oh, it is.
17 to hit. Fire 5
that
damage.
hits.
5
And
flat damage.
so you take this tinderbox. Are you just smashing it down?
No, I get the rag went with my finger.
Okay, yeah. So you take this rag that is soaked in oil and you throw it right down, and as you all see this moment of just a finger gun coming down on the oil as he presses the fake trigger, and you just see this plane gets engulfed in flames, and as it does, you see pretty much immediately it starts dying and withering away, and you can see that there are a bunch of embers floating into the air because of how quickly it gets engulfed. And
Second phase.
after a little bit, you guys realize the smoke is kind of clearing out of this building. As some of the fire is dying down, you get the feeling that you have taken down this moss.
Is the door gone now?
The door has lowered.
Alright, I just reach behind me, feel his body, and just lay on hands for like 2 health.
Cool, I cure wounds.
Sentry rest.
So, what are you guys doing now?
Take a long rest.
About to go back to church.
Take a long rest in the
Take
cave.
me to
Could someone
church.
please close some of these wounds?
No, you can rest.
Oh,
at the
fine.
church.
I'll just dump the other 8 into you.
You're
Take
a
a
good man.
long rest
At the
Hold
church.
on, before we start
in the
leaving,
cave.
I'm gonna start. I gotta look around.
So you have 10 HP now.
Thank you. I gotta look around real quick.
So about taking the body.
I don't think this is the monster they believe that was plaguing their. I mean, if it was, this was
We just
probably
killed the
its
tree, by the way.
next.
100%.
That's what I was thinking, but we'll figure out when we hit that down.
20 investigation.
What are you trying to investigate?
I'm trying to figure out what this thing was doing here, or sort of what this thing might be connected to.
So, kind of looking at this, you find a little piece that is sort of still being burned, and as you sort of like scoop it away from the rest of it, as you're looking into it, it looks like it is just sort of a bunch of different organisms all working together to sort of manipulate this plant. As you're looking at it, you can see it looks like just basically a bunch of little bugs and little plant creatures. And you get the feeling that it might have just started out as like an invasive species and then just slowly grown more and more. And that's why you guys didn't see any more fauna or any other animal life as you guys were walking over here, because it probably just got bigger, killed more creatures, got bigger and bigger and bigger, and you know, most fauna doesn't really know how to manipulate fire.
Okay, interesting.
And you probably get the feeling that a lot of the people were just bullshitting it back in the town, especially the ones that were talking about stories
Observers.
of very large.
I thought the monster was like a red herring. I was like, I felt like it was like, I don't think the monster's the thing we're doing on this floor. I think that might just be a part of something else, or it, but not necessarily the objective. So, well, this probably deals with the monster problem. Doesn't tell us shit about the tree, though. I don't think this is connected to the tree
Hey.
in any way. Let's go home. I'm tired. I'm hurt.
Are you guys taking a long rest in the cave, or are you walking
Just head back to the church.
Yeah, head back home. Head back
Back
to
to
our
the church.
bed.
It's gonna be
there? Okay, and it takes you guys another couple of hours. Anyone want to give me a survival check?
Awesome.
Yep. 15.
Yeah, with that, you're managing to stay on course. You guys can pretty much follow some of your tracks that you guys left before. And you guys see the church, and behind it, you can see a little corona.
It's a corona.
A lot of
Like
times
a ring of
when
light.
there is
Coronavirus.
an eclipse, like a solar eclipse, you can see the moon in front of the sun. If you look directly at it, you can see that there's that dark part, which is the shadow of the moon, and then around it is light from the sun, and that's the corona.
The ring of light.
Okay.
And you guys see a ring of light behind the church.
I'm gonna go look at it.
You can see that there just is some sort of light emanating behind, and it is not the light of the sun, because that is behind you. Not behind you, it's
Night.
to your left or to the east. And it is only just now starting to come. But yeah, there is light behind the church.
What is this?
X marks the spot.
Are you suggesting there's something under the ground here, or
Maybe.
Like from the other side of the building?
From the other side of the building.
Torches. Probably torches.
ah shit?
It looks like a mob.
I'm gonna go inside.
You are at the back of it right now.
We go.
Isn't there a
we go
hole
to
in the
front
back?
So
door.
wait, so we come from the back
There's a
and
hole from like the top right if you're looking at it.
so
And then kind of like it goes down.
the
So
church
that's
is
like-
the moon in this case, right? Is what you're saying?
The church is the moon in this case.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, no,
This is
we're
the
about to
church.
get fucking kicked out.
yeah
No,
we're
I'm about
here.
to stealth check my way over.
The light's
there.
coming from
I
this
don't
side of
do
the
a very
church.
good job.
We're over
I
here.
rolled in that one, so I'm just gonna open the fucking door. Like, what the fuck's up?
What's up,
You
bitches?
open the back door. I mean, you're just inside the church.
Yeah. Where's the light coming from? No angle.
From the
off?
front of the church.
It's in the front of the church.
Oh.
They're about to burn that thing down. You just went
Again?
through it. Yes,
Oh,
again.
I first didn't know there was a back door. Thought I was gonna go around, but gotcha. I'm just go to the front door, be like, hello.
And as you open the door, you see the tree. Right underneath the tree, like right next to it, you can see that there is a pit of fire. And above that, you can see two hanging bodies
Ah, god
that
damn it.
are being hung from one of the branches.
I'm assuming.
No.
And that is where we will end tonight's session.
If
Wait,
they kill-
the tree's right in front of the door.
No. It's
But,
a
I mean,
good little bit of ways.
we can
But,
see it.
like, you can still see it.
I'm just saying, if they killed Bartholomew,
We're killing the entire.
I'm wiping this town off the face of the map. There will be nothing left but ash and cinder.
Don't kill a whole time. I mean, they're really old. But
Oh, they're definitely sacrificing somebody.
So basically, you guys were right.
So we should take a long rest in the cave.
We'll take a long rest there. The
You
body
guys
comes on.
were like right here,
Do we level up?
seeing the light of the corona.
Mhm.
And as you guys walked in right here, you could see just through line of sight that both of them, there were two bodies being hanged. And
We all know who they were.
Just tell us.
It was the
And,
farmer in Gornak.
Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys had fun. I know we did. This is going to be up, and well, we streamed it, so it'll be up. Thank you again, Yoo-Hoo, for sponsoring us. Please sponsor us. Thank you to Vortex Esports Arena. It's not behind me anymore, but Vortex Esports Arena is
Vortex.
Fort Orange, Florida. That's where we play. That's where our setup is, and that's where we're having this campaign.
It's honestly, it's where the heart is.
It's where the heart is. Home is where the heart is.
Did we level?
But if you guys enjoyed this, sorry about
Yeah, we're level
last
17.
session, but, we had a little bit of a scheduling conflict, but
You know,
in 2
it
more
doesn't
weeks we
necessarily
should
pay
have
to be an
session
evil
number
god,
3
but every
of
god
this
has wrath.
campaign. So again, hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
We will see you in the next
And I'm
one.